Yo, what's happening, y'all? This is B Jizzle of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Welcome to the number one LA Clipper podcast out there. We want to first give you guys a shout out, LA Clipper fan, LA Clipper Nations, for being here. Share this podcast with your family and friends. They will not be disappointed, but let's get it popping.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers to throw away. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossin' that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to say. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in the few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
Nothing. No. For the ground, you. But I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You. But my money real, that you do. Oh, yeah. So I don't do this shit for nothing.
Rolling up some good, pulling up till we get faded. You know how we do it. Everybody take a flex on me. I got the keys to the city. I don't need no limousine. I turn up when I pull up. And tell my booking agent book a show. Running around with the paper bag. Running around with the paper bag. Going crazy spending all this cash. Going crazy spending all this cash. If I spend it, I'ma get it back. Even when I ride around dirty, a nigga don't need a seatbelt. A nigga don't need a seatbelt. Nah, it don't cost to keep it real. Run up, get done up. Shit can get real. Fuck around and get your ass rocked. Nigga, fuck around and take your shit. Got you asking God why. Drag your ass into an alley. Pull out aim for the target. Should've never been around the killers. In my town, we the fucking realest. No cheddar bars round here. I get the spray and they gon' get down. Ski mask over my face. Catch a body in broad day. Catch a body in broad day.
I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me. Y'all ain't got nothing like this over there. Bunch of frontline millionaires. Bunch of self-made at the Trump bag. Guess the odds really took it there. Any problem, I'ma reappear. With a squad you already fear. All this time I've been playing fair. 7 digits every single year. Niggas die, niggas disappear. Alibis, I was really there. Life a crime till I get the chair. Columbine in my trigger hair. Still I rise and I took the stairs. Feel a fire, it's a different glare. All these fights, it was never fair. Busting knuckles, still I'm swinging fears. Taste the salt inside my dripping tears. You should know I never had a fear. You should know I never had a shot, never had a chance till I took it here. Man, it's proud, but I see it clear. Strategize, I'm an engineer. Pick a side, gotta keep it there. Switching up, nigga, looking weird. I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe all of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button. Y'all come in here, hit the share, subscribe, hit the Cash App below. You know what I'm saying? $ BJ Matthews. Get your Cash Apps in there, you know, for this content. I've been getting more and more Cash Apps. Definitely appreciate y'all with the love coming in through the Cash App, man. It's very clutch. Very appreciative of all the love and support that y'all give to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. We do it for you guys. We also want to make sure you guys also get your super stickers and super comments that are available. If you guys do not have Cash App, make sure you guys drop a comment with a super chat right below. It says thanks right below the video. You guys can go ahead and send a super chat that way as well. And last but not least, get your membership badges that are available. 3 options. You have the pull-up badge, LA Clipper badge, and the interview badge. We will be doing a contest giveaway this weekend, this Sunday. So make sure you guys are there for that. You know what I'm saying? All the members have access to getting those types of prizes, so everybody can see the members right below. Those will be the people that are eligible for the prizes, such as cash giveaways, and also, you know what I'm saying, other things that we have in store going through the rest of the NBA season. But let's go and get the show started. Let's get the show moving on the road. Go to the comment section first. Apologize for being late again. Definitely, you know what I'm saying, had to, look at some more stuff before I, came on here. Tune in Sports was good. What's up with everybody? What is the Clippers' identity? ? Salute BJ in chat. Salute the realist. How you doing, man? Ascar Yama said, I pray we get right and win like 8 out of the last 11 games. Appreciate you coming in. Let's look at some more people who coming in. Max Kemper said they don't like this man. Appreciate you coming in. Clip Gang TV. He said LMAO. If Ty hasn't already lost the locker room, he definitely has now by calling them folks soft. We're gonna talk about that. Let's see. Let's go to who else is coming in. Thomas, what's good, boy? He said, now y'all know why I wanted defenders, not a point guard. Now y'all know why I said hope we keep losing way back then. Appreciate you coming in, my boy. 57 KP News says Nipsey go hard, rest easy, Nip the great. Yes, sir. West Coast, you know what I'm saying? West Coast, the best coast. Pedro Rosado said, good evening. All the Clippers are playing, just waiting for the postseason. They brought the narrative as of they showed me in the playoffs, yet they still have to play these games. Yes, sir. Let's go to let's see. All right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, talk about it. All right, so let's get into it. As y'all saw, the title reads, Ty Lue calls the Clippers identity out. He speaks in the post-game press conference. He had an earful to say about, the Clippers, identity as of, the last, probably 20 games since the All-Star break. Of course, he's frustrated along with a lot of the Clipper fan base, and I'm sure the players are as well, of what's going on. So we're going to play that audio, in a little bit, but I want to first go into, the stats and stuff that happened last night against the Pacers, where we actually took a defeat off of back-to-back. So I want y'all to actually see what the breakdown is real quick. Then we're going to go straight into the audio and the video of Ty Lue. Now, let's get into something. I want to go into the team stats real quick because even though I haven't been doing it lately, I think this is very important to actually point out. As we look into, the stats that's been, going on, the Clippers lost 116-133 at the Pacers, who are 41-32 now, 20-17 on the road. The Clippers moved to 22-13 at home. They're 44-27. So the Clippers are still in the 4th seed. The Pelicans, however, if they win today, they will, and they beat OKC, they will move to the 4th seed and will be a half a game behind them again. And so let's see what happens between the Pelicans and OKC tonight. But, whatever happens, right? But let's get into some of the statistics. Scoring, the field, of course, the Indiana Pacers are a very, very high, fast-paced, good offensive team. I think they have one of the top 5 offenses in the NBA, if I'm not mistaken. Now you look at, the shooting percentages, of course, from the field. Pacers shot 58% to the Clippers 54%. They shot 60% from the 3 to our 30%. Free throws, 81% for us, 72% for them. So we did not shoot the 3 ball very well, but we did shoot well from the field, and we did shoot our free throws, very good. Like, I can't understand why 2 out of 3 categories we never can, we always get 2 to 3, but we never get all 3, above efficiency. I just don't understand why that's always is, but it is what it is. Rebounding went to us 36-34. They did have more defensive rebounds. They had more offensive rebounds. Assists 28-26. Pretty even. Steals 7-4. Blocks 3-4 us. 8-10 turnovers. So we did get 10 or below turnovers, which I like. Probably a big reason because Indiana's not a great defensive team, so there wasn't really much pressure they put on us on the defensive end outside of a couple guys on the team. They're mostly an offensive team. And of course, the largest lead that we had was 23. The largest we had was 8. They had 23. So I just wanted to kind of go through them stats, little by little, kind of explain what's going on because it's all pieced together. So that takes care of the team stats. Let's go into the the individual stats real quick. Let's talk about a little bit about what happened individually between amongst the teams. As y'all come in here, smash that like button. Let's see, let's pull this up. So what sticks out to me is, like I said, the Pacers have a very, very well-oriented offensive team. A lot of guys can score. Of course, Pascal Siakam with 31 points, their leading scorer, got transition from Toronto. He had 31 points, and he also had a monstrous dunk in the fourth quarter to start the fourth quarter off. On that little run Indiana had, that was again where Siakam definitely got to his back. He shot 12 from the three. He shot pretty decent from the line. He shot 12 for 20 from the field. He had a good game all around. He probably had the best game, out of anybody in that last night. Then you look at Miles Turner, gave him 24 points, 8 for 12 from the field, 4 for 6 from the three, a stretch 5, 7 rebounds, right? Tyrese Halliburton, their point guard, 21 points and 9 assists. He's going to, definitely fill up the stat sheet with the point assist total. 7 for 12 from the field. So basically, their three guys were all efficient from the field last night. You got production off the bench with TJ McConnell. Like I said, he had 15 points in 24 minutes, 7 for 14 from the field. A lot of, isolation, crafty plays. He got to the rim, little scoop shots, hit some shots, in the mid-range, hit a three-point shot as well. Had 6 assists, pretty much a very, very, well-efficient game between, him and Tyrese Halliburton. Like I said, offensively, they're going to score the ball. And if you don't have defense on the court, you're going to probably get ran out the gym. So that pretty much put against the Pacers. Now let's go to the Clippers side. Now, offensively, we shot the ball with percent from the field. Very, very efficient. That's what we want, try to aim for every game. We want to shoot the ball over 50%. Anything below that, of course, is below average. But all around, as I look at, we had 5 guys in double figures. Off the bench, we had Russell Westbrook. Welcome back, Russell Westbrook. Last night, we're going to hear from him in the post game as well. He shot 5 for 10 from the field, 4 for 6 from the free throw line. He had 7 assists. I thought he did bring the spark, especially in that third quarter. And he's definitely a person that's has a place on this team. So welcome back Russ from the injury. Definitely hope he stays healthy for the rest of playoffs, which I'm pretty sure he will. Then you got Norman Powell, 22 points, another great game for him. 8 for 13 from the field, 2 for 5 from the three, and hit all of his free throws, 4 for 4 from the line. 31 minutes, of course, is a lot of time on him on the court. So I guess the idea was to basically put offense on the court to match their offense. And Norm definitely was a person that was able to score the basketball. But our problem was not offense, it was defense. So 2 guys off the bench, double digits. You got James Harden with 11 points, 7 assists. Did not shoot the ball much. He had all of his free throws. He had 7 assists, 34 minutes. I'm going to talk about Harden a little bit, kind of what I think about his performance since he's been back and what's kind of been going on with him. And then you got Zubac, who had 11 rebounds, had 9 points. Was able to, be around the glass, 4 for 8 from the field. But he did be a liability once again on the pick and roll with Tyrese Halliburton. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that as well. And PG and Kawhi, 26 points apiece, both efficient from the field, over 50%, both from 50% from the three. Kawhi hit all of his free throws. So as far as scoring the basketball, they're very good. I thought they were very good defensively as well. In the first 3 quarters especially. You had PG guarding Tyrese Halliburton many possessions. You had Kawhi guarding Siakam in the first quarter, which he was, kind of quiet in the first quarter. So I think offensively and defensively played very well. And the explosion, like I said, came in the fourth quarter when both of those guys were out to start the fourth. As y'all come in here, smash the like button. As y'all come in, it goes to
bench and went to building started getting loud once you got up off the bench and went to the scores table for the first time. Obviously, you got a pretty nice ovation from the fans when you checked in. What's it mean to have this fan base behind you the way that they are?
I'm super grateful, and I appreciate our fans and their support of me since day one, and supportive of just who I am and what I bring to the table. So I'm grateful, and any opportunity I can, I'll go out and play as hard as I can, for the ones that's here and the ones that, are not here, that are fans of mine and fans of the Clippers. So I'm grateful for that.
This team is clearly in a strange funk here.
Wait, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Y'all should be able to hear the audio. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear the audio now. Somebody give me a thumbs up. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and start it from the top again. So it's about 3 minutes so y'all can actually hear it for yourself.
Building started getting loud once you got up off the bench and went to the scores table for the first time. Obviously, you got a pretty nice ovation from the fans when you checked in. What's it mean to have this fan base behind you the way that they are?
I'm super grateful, and I appreciate our fans and their support of me since day one, and supportive of just who I am and what I bring to the table. So I'm grateful, and any opportunity I can, I'll go out and play as hard as I can, for the ones that's here and the ones that, are not here, that are fans of mine and fans of the Clippers. So I'm grateful for that.
This team is clearly in a strange funk here. Just curious, what your assessment? What did you see missing? When you were able to view the sidelines, what did you kind of see today that kind of continued that?
It's not one pinpointing to pin it on. I think collectively we just got to come together during tough times. Adversity, to me, is a real measure of kind of who you are as a man, and two, who you are as a team. And I think now is a perfect time for us to be able to pull together, use what we know how to win games, and use each other to help each other out to close games and win games.
Effort, physicality, and energy, a lot of things, playing hard. Those are things that been said a lot the last couple of weeks. Hasn't resulted in any wins for the most part. I'm just curious, why do you think that is an issue right now in late March, the energy effort?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one. I don't have that answer. I'm not sure, but all I know is that collectively we gotta figure out ways to compete. The X's and O's really don't matter. You compete, and then everything else will take care of itself.
Russ, I think this is the second time you've come back from a broken hand in 3 weeks of surgery. Is it completely healed, and is there anything you can or can't do?
The word "can't" is not in my vocabulary. And I'm very gracious to the grace of God to be able to take my time, listen to my body, take care of my body prior to any injuries, to prepare myself for anything. And I'm grateful for the time to kind of sit back, reflect, and learn and see different things from a different perspective, but also, working my ass off to get back to coming back and, being with my teammates.
And Russ, since the team's been up and down, a lot of people have pointed to you being out those games you were out, and the leadership that you brought to this table, and them missing that while you were out. So a lot of people outside of you guys' organization look at you as the leader. Moving forward, as a leader, what do you say to your team to try to get them to be playing their best basketball as you guys head towards the playoffs? Because you guys want to be playing your best ball to give yourself a chance to really do what you guys think you guys are capable of doing.
Yeah, I think, man, one, you don't point fingers, you don't point blame, and that's something, how I lead, I don't. I think each individual, we got to look within ourselves and figure out how we can better help our team. And I think that's where we start. We start with ourselves. I start with myself, and then we come together collectively and figure out how we now bring what we all have and bring to the table. As we've seen, when we done it the right way, It shows us it shows that we're a hard team to stop. And we know what our ceiling is. We know how we need to get there. And I think ultimately, as a leader, it's my job just to hold guys accountable, hold myself accountable, and make sure that we stay together through this tough little patch that we're having. And to me, it's simple as that.
All right, so that was Russell Westbrook. Like I said, welcome back to Russell Westbrook to the team. Returning yesterday after his hand injury. Now let's go into what Ty Lue, our head coach, had to say last night. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up his screen. Go ahead and pull up Ty Lue's. I'm gonna take this off, and we're going to pull up what Ty Lue had to say last night, and we're gonna go into this post-game press conference. All right, so it's a little bit longer. It's about 7 minutes. I probably will not play the entire thing, but I do want to get to the point of what was actually said and all that. So we're going to get right into it, y'all. All right, here we go.
Many times. Didn't have one. Do you guys have one? Or is it gone somewhere?
Who you said what now?
James Harden mentioned that you guys didn't have an identity. You guys have had one. Where is it?
Well, can we start with this identity?
Yes.
Is we can shut the door first. Dante, can you shut that door, please, sir?
So right now, Ty Lue is about to talk about the identity of the team. So James Harden came out and said pretty much first off, let's get it straight. The first person to really call out the team and their IQ or whatever was not PG. It was Kawhi. You got to actually remember, Kawhi Leonard said this about a month and a half ago that we're winning off of talent, not off of our IQ and our game. So Kawhi was the first one who was ahead of the punch. Then last week, after we lost to the Hawks, PG followed up with the same thing, our identity. We don't have an identity. Then James Harden echoes the same thing. We don't have an identity. So obviously Ty Lue's been hearing this, and he's about to actually get off kilter and get a little bit off, his mode of, him being quote unquote politically correct. So I just thought that was interesting that 3 people said it, and I'm gonna kind of let him continue what he was saying because he said shut the door. That was actually kind of funny.
So identity, for us, it's got to be toughness, which means physicality, mentally and physical toughness. A high-powered offense, we can score a lot of different ways, and we got to have a defensive mindset. And so, right now, do we have an identity? I think, yeah, we're soft. That could be an identity, if you want to call it that. Like, we got to be tougher, like mentally and physically. But we do have an identity. When we were 26-5, we had a great identity. So you can't pick and choose when you want to lead. You can't pick and choose when you want to have identity. You can't pick and choose when you want to do things the right way. And so just do the right things every night, and everything else will fall in order. And so, yes, we do have an identity. We got to get back to that, because we've had it, but when you lose games, it's easy to go the other way, and we're not going to do that. And I'm not going to let our team do that. And I'm tough-minded, and so I've been through everything, and so are these guys. And so the only way we're going to get out of it is playing hard for 48 minutes, doing things right every single night, every single possession, not 2 out of 5, not 2 out of 6, not every time. Just do the right thing, and you'll be able to get out of this rut, And so, yeah, we have an identity, but right now our identity has been shaken because we're not winning. We're not doing things the right way consistently, and so when you don't do that, you're going to lose. You're going to lose games you should probably win or you think you should win, and you're not going to play as good as you think you should play. And so I thought the first quarter, I thought we were great. I thought we really did some good things on both sides of the basketball. And then can we sustain it? Can we do it for 48 minutes and not just 1 quarter or 2 quarters or 2.5 quarters? Can you sustain it every night? And that's got to be our mindset.
James also mentioned that this is the first time in his career he's been part of a team that this late into a season there really isn't an identity. Building off that, is this the first time you've seen this late in the season a group of players have said there is no identity to your team?
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. I just answered the question for you.
So I want y'all to piece of what he just said. And as y'all come in here, make sure y'all hit the like button. We got 63 people, and y'all over 63 likes. So everybody enjoy what we're about to talk about, what y'all about to hear from me. We're going through, a couple of interviews. Russell Westbrook just spoke last. Was the last video I just played. He just spoke last night. I played that. It was about 3 minutes. So now I'm playing Ty Lue. Salute to my man Q Rich. What's good, brother? Salute to the Pull Up family, yes sir. Everybody that's coming in, salute to y'all. So Ty Lue obviously is catching on, from his players, basically the same thing. They're all saying the same thing. First it was Kawhi saying that, we are winning off of talent, not our IQ. He said this a month and a half ago. During the winning streak, not when we were losing games. I think we were 6-2, right before the All-Star break. He came out and spoke about how we were winning off of simply talent. We're not winning off of our IQ and execution. PG comes out last Saturday or last Sunday after the game. He speaks and says, we don't have an identity. James Harden speaks and echoes the same thing. We don't have an identity. And then he goes back again and says, this is the first time he's been on a team where there's been no identity this late. And then when the reporters asked Kawhi, PG, James, the question, what's the problem? What's going on? Each last of them say the same thing. I wish we could tell you. Not only they wish they could tell you, but they get annoyed too by hearing the same thing. But it's a valid question, like what is going on? So obviously the players don't have the answer. It looks like the coach don't have the answer. Right? But this right here, what Ty Lue's kind of getting at, it's starting to really get to a point where he's looking at like, damn, like y'all saying stuff about me that to the media, okay, they're gonna have a discussion. I think it's hitting that point where there's going to be some type of, if not already locker room, not altercation, but some direct conversation. But I want y'all to hear the rest of what Ty Lue had to say in this interview.
But does it frustrate you when you hear the guys say that?
It don't frustrate me. I mean, it's frustrating to watch too. As much as they talk about the play, and it's frustrating to watch at times. Like I said, and we're better than that, and we've shown that. And so, we just gotta do our job. 1 through 15, and the coaches, we all just gotta do our jobs. Do your job, what we ask you to do, and once you don't do that, then we can adjust. Or when you do that, it doesn't work, we can adjust. And so we definitely have an identity, but I'm tired of hearing that word. So just keep talking with the players. I have an identity, and I know what the identity of our team is.
Bingo. And I want to stop it right there. Now, y'all see what just happened? He vocally said it, that he's tired of hearing about. He asked about the identity. He just brought up identity last. What's this today? This is Tuesday. So it's only been about 9 days since he brought up the word identity. To PG brought the word identity, and Ty Lue's already tired of hearing about it. So off of that point, he said, like, you guys got to take that up with the players. I have an identity, and I know exactly what it is. So he's like basically saying, like, don't try to immerse me in that. And then he calls the team soft and soft-minded. Now, I'm gonna talk about what I feel about what he said. And I kind of want to go a little bit deeper into certain things I saw, last night, because there's some positive I've seen. There's some negatives, but also some positive I saw. But let me go and let this play a little bit longer, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop it one more time after this. All right, so we'll be back here.
Coach, you've been talking about 40.
Let's go to the media room.
Russ, this building starts. Okay, I guess that was it. All right, we're gonna end it there. I didn't see that until now. But let me go ahead and talk about it. So let me get into it right now. Let me talk about last night, what I saw. So let me go into, first of all, Westbrook, how he performed last night. Shot 5 for 10 from the field. Look at something real quick. Let me pull up his numbers. 5 for 10 from the field, 14 points in 18 minutes, 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 0 for 2 from the 3, and he had 7 assists. Right? James Harden had 11 points, 34 minutes, 3 for 7 from the field, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, and 7 assists. So basically, Westbrook had the same production, if not more, in almost half the time than James Harden. Westbrook, obviously, we all know Westbrook is a guy throughout his, not just with the Clippers, but his whole career, he's going to fill up the stat sheet. That's who he is. That's who he is. He gets a lot of his production just off simply effort. And something that we have to understand, he has a place on this team because, especially at home, he is the fan favorite. I said this before. Westbrook's the fan favorite on the Clippers. It's not Kawhi, it's not PG, it's not James, it's not Zubac, it's Westbrook. It's not Harden, it's Westbrook. He's the guy that the fan base loves. They love watching him play. It's just off of how much he gives to the game. It's not because he's the best Clipper. It's not because he's the most efficient. It's not the fact that he, you know what I'm saying, is going to be the best shot maker. His game's the prettiest. The fact that he plays hard and he gives us all to the Clipper fan base. That's why he's loved amongst the entire Clipper fans. And that's what we're missing a lot in his absence, especially for home games. We're missing that spark because for all intents and purposes, Kawhi, BG, and James, they are very mellow players, and they're mellow personalities as well. Until it becomes time, like in the postseason, right? That's when they turn up. But throughout the entire season, they're going to have spurts where they're going to be very, very high, and there's going to be spurts where they're going to, be consistent, and there's going to be spurts where they're below average throughout the season, right? That's what it is. Throughout the season, they're not going to be up here all the time. They're not going to be doing this all throughout the season. That's not going to happen. They have an 82-game year. They look at it in the playoffs. They're going to be prepared. That's why even if you look at the Clippers, I'm starting to think a lot of this is starting to sound like when we were on that 0-5 losing streak. A lot of the same, sentiments were echoed. A lot of people were starting to say that the Clippers, when they got James Harden, it was turning into a disaster. You had all these different sports media outlets. You had all the fan bases making fun of the Clippers. And then, boom, they turn around making it 26-5, right? And then all of a sudden, the Clippers are the best team in the league. They're going to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? They were number 1 seed. They were top 3 seed for quite some time. And then they, after the All-Star break, they just, hit a wall. So I wanted to bring this little caption up, this little picture. He said, Terrence Mann said, playoffs is a whole different ball game. Everyone's worried about what the hell is happening in the regular season right now. I mean, cool. I mean, no, we're not worried. That doesn't waver our confidence into going into the playoffs at all. No, that's what T-Man said. That's what he said last week when he was talking about the press game. I think it was after the loss against the Hawks. He spoke about, a lot of people are, going crazy over the regular season. That's why I want to know what people are you going to focus on the regular season and say we have to be consistent in the regular season, or are you the type that say don't worry about the regular season, we're going to do what we need to do in the playoffs? I need to know that from people, right? Because the Clippers, as you guys can see, as far as the players, they're looking at like, yo, when it comes to the postseason, you guys are worried about the season. We're looking at towards the postseason. Now, how I feel about that, I feel like, you still take advantage of opportunities when you have against, teams that don't have their star players. Against the Sixers, against the Hawks, those opportunities you got to take advantage of. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, especially when we talk about having good seeding. I won the top 3 seed this year. It don't look like that was going to happen. So now you're in the 4th and 5th, slots right now. So at this point, the players are not really looking at the regular season and saying like, they're really throwing their shit around, saying like, they're going to struggle and, their confidence is wavered down, right? You had T-Man said it. You had Paul George say it. He said, we will be ready when it's time to turn it on in the playoffs. We will be ready to go. That's what he said. That's what Paul George said. We already know what Kawhi Leonard is in the postseason, right? You have to remember, we went through a similar stretch last year. during the end of the season, we're 11-10, close to 500 record. Very bad record, 11-10. And I get it. Many people expect, greatness from the Clippers 100% of the time because they hold us to a high standard, which to me, I don't see how you can hold a team to a high standard, but in the same breath say they're not a championship team. You can't have both. You can't say hold us to a high standard, but say that we're not a championship team. That don't even make sense. Either we're a championship team and you hold us to a high standard, or we're not a championship team and we hold us to a lower standard. Which one is it? Are we a championship team or are we not a championship team? Do you hold us to a high standard or do you hold us to a low standard? When I see a lot of different media outlets choosing to talk about us every time, when we're winning or when we're losing, right? That looks like a high standard to me. That looks like they're trying to, wait and see what happens to this team. That tells me that coming into the season, the Clippers had one of the teams as the contenders. Right? We got other things happening in the league. The Boston Celtics blew another 30-point lead against the Atlanta Hawks, the same team that we lost to. Right? The Celtics are a championship team. You don't see nobody really talking about them. And they've blown huge. I don't think we've even blown a 30-point lead. I don't think we've done that all year. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've blown a 30-point lead all year. Celtics just did it last night. They did it for a second time. Without their best player. They did it earlier against the Cleveland Cavaliers without Donovan Mitchell there. Right? So which one is it? Are we a championship team or are we not? That's all I want to know. I really personally don't care what the outsiders have to say because, again, when it comes to my team or whatever, no one really can tell me who's an outsider about my squad. Just like I don't expect to tell nobody else about their squad. It was an outsider. That's why I don't really pay attention to the haters when it comes to that. I'll just, keep on moving and trucking along. But speaking about last night, a number of things I want to, point out. The bad things also, obviously, we lost the game. We should have won. I thought we started off the game very well. I thought the first 3 quarters were actually pretty good. It was that fourth quarter yet again, and that started the fourth where we actually fell apart. He had a lineup, I think, of James Harden, PJ Tucker, Norman Powell, Viska Zubac, and who else? Who was the fifth guy? I can't remember the fifth guy we had on the court, but that was the 4 or 5 guys we had. And we were down as much as 14 points until Paul George came in, and then Kawhi Leonard came in out right after that, I think 2 minutes later. But we've been having a problem with that fourth quarter starting off. We'll do well throughout the first 3 quarters. We did it against Minnesota when they came to the Clippers. We did it against last night against the Pacers. We did it against the Timberwolves. We're staying with them the whole 3 quarters, and then that fourth quarter they blow the. So that's 3 top teams right there, outside of Indiana, where we've done the same thing. Where we're in the game and then we just blow the lead in the fourth quarter, like give them an 8 or 6-8, give like an 8-0 run, a 10-0 run. And then we started trying to find all our shit, trying to, locate everything on the, table because everything's just spiraling, one after another. But what I'm saying is it's a number of things that's, happening right now. I think I told y'all the energy and the execution, until we fix those 2 things, we're going to continuously look like this. We're going to continuously lose against teams that we shouldn't be losing to. That's what's going to happen. Everybody's coming here to this. It's crunch time. A lot of teams are fighting to get into the postseason. The Pacers, the Hawks, the teams that beat us, the Sixers. All 3 of those teams are looking to get into the postseason. So they're going to play hard every night. We obviously don't have that same mentality, especially down the stretch of the season, to play hard every single night. So I said, okay, fine. If you're not going to play hard every night, you can still execute defensively and offensively. And that's what you have to do. You have to pick you got to pick a struggle. If you do both intertwine, when you both have bad energy and bad execution, you're going to get blown out the gym, right? Getting beat by 15, 20 points on your home court. That's what's going to happen. And that's what's been happening while the Clippers been looking how they've been looking. Now, going a little bit deeper, I saw yesterday the execution. We scored the hell out the ball. We scored 116 points. It wasn't the offense that was the problem, it was the defense. Right? The defense was the problem, it wasn't the offense. Indiana's a high-scoring offensive team. You scoring points against Indiana ain't going to do nothing to them. Like the Phoenix Suns with Steve Nash and, in the 2000s, the mid-2000s. You score with them, it's not going to do nothing to them. You have to be able to stop them. You have to be able to play defense against them, or else you're going to get around the damn gym. They had 145 points against the Lakers the other night. You scoring against them and getting up and down the floor is not going to beat them. You have to put defenders on the court. Ty Lue said we need to be better on defense. We're soft on defense, right? That's what he said. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But Ty Lue came out very, very, strong with his statements, holding his team accountable, saying that we need to do better. We need to be better, and called the team soft, playing soft. So I want to show y'all a quick something about what happened yesterday. Or let me go ahead and pull something up, the schedule. As y'all come here, smash that like button, y'all. 103 people, we should have over 103 likes. Let's get these likes up. So let me go ahead and pull something up, our schedule, right? I want to pull something up to y'all very, very important. So y'all kind of see what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and take this. See, look at this. You got we on the front page. Like I said, are we a championship team or not? Championship teams don't get talked about all over ESPN and Fox Sports and all that. Championship teams don't do that. So, like I said, are we a championship team or not? So let me show y'all something real quick. So this is the Clippers schedule, right? Now, I want to show y'all a couple things. As y'all can see right here, the Clippers had a 6-game losing streak at the beginning of the season. From the November the 1st, November the 14th, we had a 6-game losing streak. And this is obviously when we had James Harden traded to the Clippers. Obviously, that's what happened. Now, if you guys remember, we were losing games against teams that were good and bad. We lost to the Brooklyn Nets and the Memphis Grizzlies, both bad teams. Very guys who are outside of the play-in bad teams. You got the Los Angeles Lakers, who we always beat. That was our first loss against them in 2 overtimes or in the overtime. The Knicks were not rolling yet. They were a very mid team. They look good now. Dallas Mavericks, mid team. The only team that we lost to that actually was a top tier team was the defending champions, the Denver Nuggets, and we lost to them in a close game, 111 and 108. So I'm getting to a point here. This feeling feels a lot like that. It feels like a lot like, people talking about us when we were on that 06 losing streak. That we suck and we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. We're going to be, a bottom of the bell team. Y'all should have never changed for James Harden. There's all the stuff that we were hearing. Game after game. Game after game. And this is what goes into the double standards. This is why I say people got to make up their mind. Are we a team that you guys take seriously or do y'all not take seriously? That's my question. 6 straight losses. This is what it feels like. From people when they talk about us playing how we're playing. But then something magical happened. We got some chemistry, we got some camaraderie going, we got some energy, we got some motivation. Then we have the largest winning streak in the NBA, a 9-game winning streak, right? 9-game winning streak we had in the NBA, right? 9 games in a row. And we beat some good teams. We beat the Golden State Warriors. At the time, we were a good team. The Denver Nuggets, Sacramento Kings, New York Knicks got better. We destroyed Indiana, right? We went on a 9-game winning streak, right? And that sequence, that small sequence, we automatically turn into a top tier team offensively and defensively. Like I said, offense only can go take you so far without great defense. We were the top 5 in offense, top 5, and we we're number 1 in defense in the NBA at that time. Kawhi Leonard was when he was an MVP candidate for real, right? So we went 23 and 6. I think was it 25 and 6 up until all the way until the All-Star break. All these W's right here, y'all see. We went 25 and 6, beating everybody. We beat all the teams. We beat OKC. We destroyed New Orleans. We beat the Lakers. We beat who else we beat? We destroyed Phoenix. We destroyed Boston. Right? We beat Miami. We beat every team we were going through 25 and 6. Same roster. If not all those games, they're at their entire roster. Their best players. Walking through the entire NBA, going 25 and 6. All the way up into the All-Star break. That's what was happening. So now you switch it up. After the All-Star break, we look like a totally different team. And my question is why? What happened? Why we look the way we looking? Have to switch up, or we have to switch down. When James Harden comes to the team, we go 0-6. We turn it up 25 and 6. We're the best defensive team in the NBA, and we're the top 5 in offense. Kawhi Leonard is an MVP candidate. PG led the team in scoring in January. James Harden was playing out of his mind. People were starting to change their opinions on him. Russell Westbrook was coming off the bench. He was, filling his role. The role players were playing great. Terrence Mann was, a top on-ball defender, POA defender, getting good minutes. What happened? When I listen to a lot of these guys on these press conferences, like I said, it's one thing for one player to say one thing, but when 1, 2, 3 people say the same exact thing, I look at that. When I start seeing the effort not being where it needs to be at, I look at that and I figure out, well, what's the problem? Why is the effort gone? Is it because these guys are just season fatigued, or they're trying to just get ready for the postseason? Are they ready for the playoffs? What's going on? If you ask me if I'm worried, I'm not worried at all, but I am annoyed because, like I said, I really wanted a top 3 seed when it comes to the postseason. That's why I really wanted. But it looks like we're not going to get that. We're not going to get that. Like I said, we losing to teams without their best players on the court. If that don't scream a lack of intensity, a lack of motivation, I don't know what does. When you had a motivation, I'm talking to the Clipper team, you you destroyed the entire league. You were going through everybody. Didn't matter who it was. It was every night. It was Kawhi one night. It was George. It was PG one night. It was James Harden next. They were destroying the whole league, beating everybody throughout the NBA. Now you look at him, you can't even recognize him. So it ain't a talent thing. It's not. These teams are better than us. It's because we've already, show what we can do when it's just the players just lock in. But that's what Kawhi talked about earlier. He said, we're winning off of simply talent. We're winning off of just us we're winning off of 4 Hall of Fame guys who are, close to top 75. All of them are top 75 guys. I know PG didn't make it, but you can make a case he can be a top 75 guy. This roster that people talk about is so empty and depleted. I don't see how. I mean, you got one of the greatest point guards of all time in James Harden. You got two of the top 3D guys in Kawhi and Paul George. 1-2 punch. And then you got Russell Westbrook, who's another Hall of Fame player who's athletically as fast as and quick and strong as anybody at his position, even at his age of 35, you got all this on your team mixed in with a good bench, mixed in with athletic guys. You got size in the paint. I'm tired of hearing people say we have no size. Let me pull up this real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. We're going to talk about it. I want y'all to see what we have, because when you talk about what we don't have, I'm about to show it on the screen. I'm going to let y'all in a minute. I'm going to let y'all in a very short second. I got to get this all out. So let's look at this roster that says we don't have any size. Okay? Let's look at it. Now, Ty Lue is playing about a 9-10 man rotation. Of course, that's going to shorten come postseason to about 7 or 8. So you got, this is the roster of the Clippers. You got Brandon Boston, who was a third-year player. You got Kobe Brown, who's a rookie. Amir Coffey, Musa Diabate. These are all the guys who are from the G League team. Boston, Kobe. Well, Amir is now playing with us for real, and Musa Diabate. Let me give y'all a fun fact. Do you guys know that the Clippers won the G League championship last year? You know the Clippers won the G League championship last year? You know who the MVP was of the entire NBA G League? You know who the MVP of the NBA G League last year was? Brandon Boston. The G League is right below the NBA. They pull guys from the G League and bring them to the NBA. That's the next wave of talent coming into the league. That's what the Clippers have on the bench. They have that on the bench sitting there. .6'9" Musa Diabate. I don't know if he's still hurt, but he's considered an athletic forward. He played some this season. I thought he looked great. I thought he's a very, very energetic guy. I think he's a person that really can help this team get a spark, especially at home. 6'9", 6'7", 6'7", 6'6", 6'8", 6'5", 6'2", 6'7", 6'5", 6'5", 6'10", 6'4", 6'4", 6'8", 6'5", 6'4", 7 feet. So you got, what's this? Multiple long athletic wings on this team. You got 2 centers in Mason Plumlee and Visca Zubac. You got Daniel Tice, who's 6'8", who's an undersized center, but he's a power forward who gets playing time. This whole size thing, to me, I don't buy it. I don't buy this whole, we need a power forward, we need this, that, and the other. I mean, you got guys on this team who are coming from the G League team that actually helps you win the championship, who that's obviously talent right there. You got arguably the best two-way duo in the league in PG and Kawhi Leonard. You got a Hall of Fame point guard in James Harden. A guy off the bench who's another top 75 player in Russell Westbrook. You got a human microwave 6th Man of the Year candidate, Norman Powell, who gives you 20, 22 points a game. Most teams don't even have that. Over 80% of teams don't even have that. Terrence Mann. He had 17 minutes last night. Like I said, I'm very interested to see what happens with T-Man in the postseason. Meaning how much he's going to be in this rotation. Because I strongly believe that he's going to be needed. Because like I said, we lost the game last night because it's simply not no defense. We could score the ball. Both of our guys, PG and Kawhi, are locked in. Let me bring something up to y'all real quick. PG and Kawhi are both locked in right now. This is what PG's been his last 11 games. He's getting 25 points while shooting 53% from the field, 44% from the three. He was looking very different with his movement tonight. Maybe those nagging injuries are behind him. Like I told y'all, PG's ready to go for the postseason. He's ready to go. He was playing defense on Tyrese Halliburton. He shut down a numerous amount of players during this stretch. He's shooting efficient from the field. He's ready to go. Kawhi Leonard is averaging 23.7 points right now. He's averaging 30-9 and 5 over his last 50 playoff games. Not one person in the league amongst his contemporaries comes from playoff time to this degree, meaning no one in the league makes a jump as much as Kawhi from season to playoffs in the NBA. No one makes that big of a jump. Since January 1st, Terrence Mann is shooting 66% from the field, 45% from the three, and now the Clippers are 49-19 in the last 68 games. He has been in the starting lineup. Let me say that again. Since January 1st, Mann is shooting 66% from the field, from the two, and 45% from the three. And now the Clippers are 49-19 in the last 16 games with him in the starting lineup. So obviously he's not just doing it on the defensive end, he's doing it on the offensive end. But the problem is, how many minutes are we going to give Terrence Mann when it comes to the postseason? How will he be used? Because the way it looks like to me, Ty Lue is valuing the offensive side more than the defensive side. And I'm going to tell y'all, defense is what's going to help us in the playoffs. It's not going to be the offensive end. We got our scorers on the court. Like I said, these two are going to do what they do. They're going to get 20, 25 shots. James Harden's going to follow up, as a third option. Who's going to play defense? Who's a role player? Who's going to play defense? So Ty Lue has a big decision to make. As far as his soft comments, I just think, again, he's frustrated because he's not getting the results that he should be, which is natural. Nobody wants to lose. So when you have a team that's losing games that they're not supposed to lose to, you're going to see what, impacting them. Now the Clippers have to see how they're going to respond. Are the Clippers going to respond, strong, or are they going to respond in a way of vitriol? I got some people in the comments I know saying some people have lost a lot. He's lost the locker room. People saying that he lost the locker room. I can't say that. I don't know yet. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. But we're going to see. I'm going to let y'all come in. I'm going to drop this link. And I'm going to let y'all kind of, go through a little 2-minute spiel, and then we're going to come right back. All right. All right, so we back at it. Let me go ahead and make sure I tell y'all to hit the like button as y'all come in here, hit the share, subscribe. You have over 80 people. Let's get these likes up over every 80 likes. Let me go into, the people inside. Let's go first with Reezy, and then we're gonna go with my man Shine. What's good, Reezy?
Long time no talk. Long time no talk. What's it called? My personal opinion. Why we're struggling? I know we're probably pretty sure we lost like 5 in a row at home, right? Like something like that. I think personally, me, I just think that my guy James is being too passive. BJ went over the stats of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, and they are amazing. This and that. If you go over James Harden's stats the last 11, 10 games, like Kawhi and Paul George, he's shooting 38% in the field and 12 points a game, this and that, and 30 to 38% from the 3-point line. And ever since the Milwaukee game, we blew a 20-point lead. In the fourth quarters, like I know it's always happened really, but like when James Harden has it going, every time Kawhi or Paul comes in the game, he just gives him the ball. He doesn't look at the basket. And now, over the course of the Lakers, blew a 20-point lead. Like over the course of all these games we lost in the fourth, and like he only just do it in the fourth quarter. Now he does it in the second, first quarter. Like as soon as he comes with the ball, he just gives the ball. And he doesn't. He waits too long on the shot clock. And it's the same. I don't know why. Before it was he missed to make his shots and then go to the bench. Now he's taking one shot and giving it to Paul George, calling it every time when it's too late, when the shot clock's too late, or what I'm saying, like turn the ball over like how Russ would do, turn the ball over, the team will get a layup, and we just go blow by that miscommunication. We'll go to the next play, and no, we'll talk about it. I just think that whenever James Harden, my personal favorite player, gets it together, and what I'm saying, it's like goes out the rim and doesn't defer too much to Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, then we would win. We were crazy. We were better when we were 26-5 or whatever that thing was. We were saying Paul George was struggling. He was injured, this and that. We were saying that, but we were better when at least the player actually tried to attack the rim. Good or bad, it didn't matter. We were winning, and no one cared really. Yeah, that's it. Me personally, I think we'll be fine. I think we're playing the King. We're gonna play the Kings, the Nuggets, and Dallas. And that's how it's gonna go. That's it.
All right. Good sentiments, my guy. Let's get these likes up, man. Hit the like button as y'all come in here. Go, my man Sean. What's good, cuz?
What's good, cuz? I'm here. Let somebody else go right now. I'm still here though. I'll be back in a second.
All right. Well, I just dropped the link for anybody want to come in here. Let me go into some of these comments because I saw a few comments I wanted to kind of touch upon. Go Bear 2002 said, when Ty Lue ejected during Golden State, Dan Craig took over and the Clippers played with passion. So, to say, like I said, there's a lot of people who I feel like, we can actually go and actually try to, pinpoint. But I did see that when we were playing the Warriors. I did see that under Dan Craig, the Clippers did play a lot more with passion and just ready to, was actually go out there ready to play. So, I actually peeped that as well. So, yeah, definitely good sentiments. What's good, Monty?
What's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
What's happening, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Man, I'm mad we took a loss last night, but I'm chilling, man.
Okay. You got anything about last night?
I just feel like we just still need to play defense. I feel like defense is the biggest aspect. But I'm glad Russ back. I just feel like we just need to play better going into the playoffs. Like we a high seed, so we can't keep losing games. You know what I'm saying? Especially games we supposed to win. So
Right. No, I feel that. Definitely feel that, brother. I thought Russ played. I think he was the spark that we need, especially at home too.
yeah. That's what I was trying to tell everybody. Like, I know everybody. A lot of people got Russ hate, or they from last year or, his situation or whatever. But I feel like he's just a big impact to our team. He bring energy. He bring a lot of things to the team that was missing, and a lot of these losses that we had. If Russ is there, we might have won. You know what I'm saying? But even though we lost last night, I like his energy. I like everything that was going on. But we just got to play as a team. And Tyronn Lue, he said what he said. We just soft. Like, Tyronn Lue, that's coming from the coach. So I feel like the players should take that and that should motivate them. That should motivate Paul George. That should motivate everybody. Like on a sort of tip, nah, Tyronn Lue, you got me fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? We about to bust their ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I do agree with what you just said. They did play way more harder when we played the Warriors when Tyronn Lue got ejected. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But they definitely did. I do agree on that standpoint.
Right. All right. Let me go to my man. Let me go to my man JM. What's good, brother? How you doing?
Hey, what's good, my brothers? Salute everybody on the panel. Pull up, everybody.
What's good, Jay?
It's great.
What's good, Monty?
Hey, what up?
What's up?
What up, Thomas? What up, everybody? Yeah, it's a beautiful day, I guess. When you get caught soft by the coach, only up to go after that. Coach calling us soft. That's one hell of a way to get rally a team. I tell you that. I hope it don't backfire on them. I don't know. Like three brothers ain't got paid yet, and Ty in there saying everybody's soft. Like, woo boy, to be in that locker room when they heard all of that, I would love to see what's going on. And that's about it. I ain't gonna get into detail. That's just a little intro. But we lost, and hopefully we do something fast, man. Oh, and Pelicans not called us. We fifth behind the Pelicans.
Oh, we fifth
So
behind.
that's fifth behind the Pelicans. We got the same record, but remember our Pelicans had the tiebreaker.
Right.
So that puts us fifth. Yeah, we fifth behind them.
Gotcha.
And that's just my intro. Let everybody else go.
Let me go. You ready, Sean?
Yeah, I'm here. Stay up here, Jay. All right, so
I ain't going nowhere. I think you got a good speech, so I'm gonna listen to you.
Yeah. All right, so let's break down why Ty is right. The team is soft, and let's break down how Ty made the team soft. All right, so BJ, let's get this right. All right, we put up a whole list earlier in the season. Terrence Mann locking up all small stars, right? So we proved he can lock up these people. We proved that. It was a whole gang list. It was like it started 5, 6, 7, 8 deep. It got to like fucking 20 deep. But on that winning streak, he was locking up everybody under the moon. All right, so now that we figured that out, we also figured out Ty Lue loves offense. BJ, can you put Terrence Mann's shooting splits up there, please? So if Ty Lue loves offense, and we watched the Clippers go 25-6, locking up everybody with the #1 ranked defense in the league, starting November 17th. If we saw that, if we saw Terrence Mann locking up these people, I don't give a fuck what's going on right now. I'm talking about what we saw when the team was locked in. All right, the effort ain't there right now. Everybody knows the effort ain't there. That means that's nothing fucking new. Hell, the effort wasn't there for the Miami Heat and the Lakers last year when them bitches about missed a play-in and they both ended up Western Conference Finals and NBA Finals. So that don't mean a fucking thing. So, boom, kill that off. Now, if Terrence Mann was locking up the stars, we made this list. We posted this list. It had Joker in the list, but we know he wasn't guarding Joker. All right, so if he was locking up the people, and then you see the shooting splits that BJ posted. So the guy's giving you all this fabulous gameplay on both sides of the court, but yet you keep benching him. I thought Thomas said just cause T-Man started because Ty Lue got strong arm don't mean Ty Lue's going to keep playing T-Man. And then he starts benching T-Man, and when the Clippers was winning, the defense was all over the court. Everybody was praising Harden for giving effort on defense. Everybody was praising Powell. He stepped his defense up. Kawhi and Paul George played defense. So defense was the standard of why we was winning. Because last night you scored 120 or whatever the score was, and you lost because you couldn't stop nobody. Now, I said Ty Lue was benching T-Man spitefully all year long. I've been saying this. I've been saying since day one. A lot of people said, well, Thomas, how the Clippers winning and he still benching T-Man? Because the fucking team defense was rated at the top. That's exactly why. Because we prioritize defensive effort, and that's why you went 25-6, right? So the team gets soft, Mr. Coach, because you choose to play what everybody puts in the chat all the time, 3 or 4 guard lineups, which means the defense ain't gonna match up on the other end. So you disrespected T-Man in the front office. That's A. Now, in the beginning of the season, Bones Highland was playing fabulous. He was actually the better player between him and Powell. Hell, I told BJ, I was like, this motherfucker might just take the 6-man roll away from Powell because he was lights the fuck out. Ty Lue comes out and publicly bitches the kid. Very, very, very fucking shocking manners, right? Now, PJ Tucker gets benched because he can't play with a fuck. He starts crying. He goes home like Morris did, comes back, and he gets started or gets playing time over Daniel Theis. The same Daniel Theis that was playing well, helping the Clippers on a 25-6 run. That's 4 coaching blunders right there I just named. Now, we go into the fourth quarter last night. T-Man's played 17 minutes, and he's done for the game. Paul George, one of our better defenders, on the bench. Start the fourth quarter, we down 5. Kawhi Leonard, one of our better defenders, on the bench. Start the fourth quarter, we down 5. Our 3 best defenders are on the bench while we trot out Harden, Powell, PJ Tucker, and so all our best defenders on the bench at the same time to start the fourth quarter, which is the closing quarter. More blundering by the fucking idiotic coach. Now, let's get to James Harden. BJ, in the beginning of the season, what I told you, I told Dorillas this too. And everybody wanted to argue. But now you're seeing why. You got to play the younger players. They are needed for the whole season. No, they're not needed. Yes, they needed for the whole season. Now you see why. Prime example, James Harden. James Harden playing, he's leading the team in minutes. Even in blowouts, he stayed on the court. The man is old. Now, here we are coming down the home stretch, and he looks old, slow, and wore the fuck out. More coaching blunders. So now that you mishandled all these fucking players, like Serge Ibaka said, that, as far as handling the injuries and shit, like Patrick Beverly was complaining, y'all disrespecting it. Patrick Beverly locks up Booker, and then let's put him on the bench. Okay, well, Marcus Morris cries. He goes home. Rocco is balling. You bring Morris back and bench Rocco. More coaching blunders. Now, why do we say all that, BJ? This shit, it piles up. The team is tired of you. So now you get these comments coming out. Kawhi Leonard. Man, why y'all winning so much? I'm gonna be fucking blunt with you. we win because we got fucking talent on the team. The IQ ain't there. We go a week later, Kawhi comes back out. They said, why did y'all lose this game and that game? They said, well, we call timeout. Timeouts are to organize the team. We come out of timeouts confused, unorganized. We don't. Now, Paul George says something. Now Harden says something. So after Ty Lue has mishandled all the fucking players, the coach, the players are fed up. They call his ass out, like I predicted. The NBA's only hope was Ty Lue. Now the players called him out. Now he called the team soft. You are right, coach. The team is playing soft. Guess what? They was playing soft last year, last 21 games of the season too. They went 11-10. They fucking suck. They hit game one. They hit game one. That switch was flipped. When everybody said Booker and KD gonna do this, that, and the third, they got locked up. And that's what I think is gonna happen with.
Yeah, and they lost game two.
Keep going. That's what Kawhi does.
Game two, and they lost game
two.
They won game one, lost game two.
Mute him, BJ. It's not his turn to talk. So we seen the same shit that we saw last year, right? We seen the same shit this year. He needs to bench James Harden, bring in Westbrook and play T-Man more for defense, set the standard back to defense, let Harden rest, and then we control the game on the defensive end. Then we'll start to win games. But Ty Lue, he made his bed by disrespecting player after player. I just told you. Now he's laying in that shit. And it don't feel too good, huh? You put down a cheap-ass mattress on your bed, you go to sleep on it, it ain't going to feel too good. So Ty Lue is right. He made it this way. Now, Kawhi, Paul George, and T-Man also all right. We'll see y'all in the playoffs. But if he don't play T-Man, which I think he's going to be forced to do, like I always said, BJ, it could come, because even in that winning shit, I told you that shit wasn't going to last, right? That shit wasn't going to last, that winning, because that power Harden and even Westbrook, when he gets lazy at times, Coffee, those guys, that shit ain't going to last in the playoffs. They're going to get picked on. He's going to have to play the defense, but for right now, he's laying in the bed that he made, and he better hope he can get the locker room back because they calling his ass out left and right. So he's right. Team soft, playing like ass. Same shit we saw last year. We'll see y'all in the playoff. That's it, BJ.
All right. Appreciate you, Sean, man. Very, very strong speech. Let me go to Taz, and then I'm going to go to my man, Maz. What's good, Taz?
What's going on, BJ? What's good to the panel? What's up to the chat, man? Hey, I ain't watched the game last night, but shit, I'm just listening to what y'all was saying, man. Ty Lue really called the team soft? Am I hearing that right?
That's what he said.
Oh wow, now that's some crazy shit right there. Like that's some disappointing coaching right there. Because if you out here experimenting with lineups, you can't call the people you put out there on the floor soft just because you don't know which matchups to play in that game. That just don't make no damn sense to me right there. But for the most part, man, I'm not worried at all about this game. I'm not worried about the end of the season. Matter of fact, I don't even care if we go to the 6th seed, honestly, because I wouldn't mind seeing Minnesota first. But at the same time, you know, when they get to these playoffs, I'm pretty confident. Most of the reason why is because we lost home court advantage. A lot of people gonna look at me and be like, "Oh shit, what the fuck is he talking about? Or are you happy that you lost home court advantage?" Well, for one reason, is because we play a whole lot better on the road. Second reason, in the playoffs, every single game that we played, well, not every single game, but every series, we were able to take a game away from the other team at home. So I'm not really too much worried about this home court advantage spiel. But just looking at the team right now, it's defense, bro. Just listening to what y'all was saying about last night, this defense, dog. I done seen it too many times. I didn't watch the game, but I feel like I watched the game. And I'm pretty sure we wasn't closing out well on threes. I'm pretty sure we was giving up hella points in transition. I'm pretty sure that other team was attacking the paint and somehow able to get to the rack with ease. I'm pretty sure all of that shit happened last night. I'm not too sure. I got to go back and watch the game myself, but I got a feeling that it's most likely what I'm gonna see. And like another thing, man, like with the scoring, like you said, BJ, we can score with the best of them. I'm not tripping about these last few losses because literally, if we at the bottom of the league since the All-Star break in open threes, you gonna lose games. Like, it ain't shit you can do about that. If you missing open threes, hell, it's a make or miss league. If you missing them wide open, yeah, shit, go to the next one. Move on to the next game. I don't really care about that because it's literally a momentum thing. It's a right head space thing to be able to knock down those open threes. So I'm not tripping on that too much. And the last thing I gotta say though is Ty Lue better show his ass, because if you calling a team soft when you the one putting out the lineups like that, that shows me a lot about the kind of personality he got. And I'm not digging it, to be real with you. I'm starting to move to Sean's point and saying like we need to get rid of that motherfucker, because I don't really like when a coach is calling the team soft without calling himself soft in the first place. Like that shit just don't make no sense to me. It don't mesh well with me at all. And like I said, it shows me a lot about the kind of person he is. But for the most part, I'm gonna let y'all chop it up, and I'll chime in whenever I feel like something. But that's what I see so far.
I mean, if they playing so, I mean, I feel like there's nothing wrong with a coach telling that, because I feel like that give players extra motivation. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying if that's a scenario, if they really is playing soft, you know what I'm saying, to get some aggression or get some energy out your team. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro.
They
I agree with
grown,
that.
they grown as men. These are not little ass kids. You get what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
Everybody out
you
there.
say the
If you
same.
like,
Oh yeah,
like Sean said, if you have James Harden out there, PJ Tucker out there, and Norman Powell out there, all in the same lineup, that's three guys right there that is not going to be the greatest on defense. PJ Tucker is half the time great on defense. What is you going to call a team soft for when you're not putting in the defensive lineup to actually play hard ball? That
Well,
shit don't make
because
no
I
when he,
sense to
mean,
me.
okay, go ahead, bro. Because it's
Let me
funny
go
go to
ahead,
because
Mass. Let
go
me go
ahead,
to Mass.
man.
because
Let Mass
because
go ahead. Y'all go.
because when he was playing Kawhi, P, and those guys, when he was playing the so-called tough guys, Kawhi and PG, and those guys, they were down by 20 points. So I mean, either way you slice the cake, bro, he's not wrong. Okay, calling your team soft as a head coach, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Nope.
we're in an era in an age where a coach can't coach now. A coach can't call his players. I mean, what's
Right.
going on right now? Let me get to my sticking point real quick, man. The Clippers last night go 6 for 20 from downtown. You make 6 3-point shots and you expect to win a game. You know what I'm saying? Listen, defensively, they're struggling. Since the All-Star break, I think they're 1-8 or 1-9 versus the best teams in the league, right? They okay, let's get one thing straight here, okay? The Clippers cannot score with the best of them, okay? Their offense is dysfunctional at times. They go through scoring droughts, right? And they're a perimeter jump shooting team, which means they're inconsistent. Paul George is up and down, right? I think their best individual scorer probably is Kawhi Leonard. But let me touch on Kawhi just real quick. As great as Kawhi is, and I hate that I have to say this though, but Kawhi sometimes needs to take what the defense gives him. Meaning, if you're open for a 3-point shot, Kawhi, don't dribble into a crowded mid-range jump shot and shoot your patented fadeaway jump shot. Like, listen, the further you push Kawhi out the paint and further out to the perimeter, that jump shot becomes less effective. All Kawhi wants to do is dribble, 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 get to his spots, with his back to the basket, rise and shoot. I mean, yeah, he can make it, but that's really not good offense all the time. Okay, let's get to Zubac, right? Teams are exposing him in the drop coverage, right? Teams call for the high pick and roll. Zubac has a problem backing up or not contesting shots, right? And so that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't have any elite wings who can defend on that level, right? Your best wing defensive player really is Kawhi Leonard, and he's okay. He's unspecial no more. I mean, he's just not. You know what I'm saying? And so when Tyronn Lue calls his team soft, I mean, he has a right to do that. I just can't believe the delusion and the pure naive from Thomas. Like, Thomas acts as if everything is going to be just fine and they can just flip on a switch. You know what I'm saying? He used last year versus Phoenix Suns. Talking about they flipped a switch. No, they won game 1 and then they lost game 2. And then Kawhi didn't play the rest of the series. That's what that was. So there was no switch being flipped. This team's in trouble, man. I'm sorry. This team's in trouble, right? They're playing the worst basketball at the worst part of the season, right? They have no leadership. You saw last night Zubac and Kawhi get into it. We've never seen, or you never see Kawhi do that. You feel me? So that tells me that behind the scenes, something's going on. I mean, I don't know what it is, but you saw Kawhi look at Zubac, and I couldn't read his lips, but he wasn't happy. Homeboy drove to the basket. He got fouled. And I guess it was a defensive mistake, or maybe Zubac was late to get over. I don't know. But I know Kawhi wasn't happy with it. So let me close with this last argument, man. They're falling into bad territory right now. If you're the Clippers, you don't want to be the 5th seed going on the road playing the Pelicans. Not saying you guys can't beat them, because you guys could, but you don't want to be the away team with the Game 7 on the road in New Orleans, right? You don't want to fall to the 6th seed and have to play possibly Minnesota, right? Hey. Let me finish real quick, man. The 6th seed, right? But you guys are only a few games out from the 7th seed, from the playing situation. You know what I'm saying? And so I just can't believe that all this talent and this team is playing like this, bro. Lackadaisical, nonchalant, no leadership, no fight, no grit, no energy. You got guys questioning the coach. You got the coach questioning the players. Like, this ain't championship style of basketball. I mean, shit. I mean, y'all don't see Denver doing this. You don't see Boston doing this. Now, granted, Boston lost another 30-point lead, but Boston ain't got the same issues that y'all got. Like, the Clippers got something internal going on. I think it's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but something's not clicking with this team. Like, something's off. And I said it when it happened. Once James Harden came onto this roster, the season was over. And they went on that long stretch, 26-4, 24-5, whatever it was. That meant nothing. That meant nothing. Because even in the sense of that winning streak and they were playing good basketball, I still saw the flaws. They still were a jump shooting team. And here's my last point too, BJ. This team has to shoot more threes. Like, this is a 3-point shooting league. You can't win games in this era shooting 2s. It's just not going to happen. You just can't win that way nowadays. The teams shoot the ball too well. They just do. And the Clippers went 6 for 20. Like, come on, man. I mean, that's not, listen, I mean, in this era, you got to shoot more threes. And I know that their players are mainly 2-point shooters, but PG has, like Paul George can't be your best 3-point shooter. I mean, we know Norman Powell's up and down. And we know Terrence Mann is inefficient. He had one little stretch after the new year where he shot it well. Other than that, he's been horrible. He ain't guarded nobody. He can't stop nobody, right? It's funny how when they're 1-8 versus these top teams, why hasn't Terrence Mann stepped up and played elite defense? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking questions. And so this team's in trouble, man. They're in trouble. Can they turn it around? I mean, anything's possible. But what about this team should give anybody who's a Clippers fan the benefit of the doubt? I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so they're in trouble. I know Thomas has faith, and he thinks that they can overcome all this. He thinks Kawhi Leonard is everything in a slice of bread, which he's not, okay? Because in this losing streak, in this streak of losing to good teams, there's been games where Kawhi's played well, like I told Thomas 1,000 times. Kawhi can play well, and they still get their butts kicked. And what's been happening? They've been getting their butts kicked. You feel me? By inferior teams, right? By inferior teams. They don't rebound. They don't play good defense, right? They don't fight over screens. It's just bad basketball, man. And James Harden says one thing, Tyronn Lue says something else. Kawhi says one thing, you know, Ty says something else. I mean, so they'll be here in Sacramento next week. And so I'll see them up close and personal. I'll get some more insight on a few things, what's going on with that team when I talk to my friends. But as of right now, bro, they're in trouble and they're going the wrong way. You want to be playing the best basketball going into the postseason. They're going the opposite way. And I just can't believe that Thomas is so confident. And Thomas, don't forget, bro, we upped our bet from 200 to 400 that they're not getting to the finals, man. Pay my bread, bro. It's easy money. Listen, bro, this is better odds than the stock market, bro. Pay me my bread, period.
Okay, well, thanks, Houston Rockets fan, for the eloquent speech.
Hey, sir. Hold on. Hey, sir. And guess what? While y'all going 1-9 in these last few games versus the good teams, my Rockets
Y'all
won
getting
9
into
straight
play-in.
games. Right.
Nah,
We won 9 straight games.
y'all won 9 games straight
And y'all hit
against
it into the play-in, bro. And y'all hit
against
it
the
to the play-in.
Wizards, Trailblazers. Y'all only beat the Kings and the Cavs. So I'll give y'all respect for those 2 teams
Hey,
that
bro.
y'all beat. Y'all won
At this,
9. Nah, I'm gonna give y'all respect. You
but
know,
at this
I'll
part of
give
this,
y'all respect.
but big dog, at this part of the season, man, and you know this, a win's a win, right? I mean, we gonna take it, right? I mean,
Nah, a win is a win. A win is
right,
a win. Y'all
exactly. Yeah,
did
it's a
that,
win's a
but
win.
it's not too much impressive. Y'all beat like the Wizards twice. Y'all beat Portland twice. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like
Oh, I'm not
you.
arguing the schedule. I'm just arguing a win. Like you said, at this point in
Nah,
the
you
season,
did. Y'all won
a
9 games,
win's
but
a win's a
at the
win.
end of the day, y'all still gonna be watching us. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, but hey, bro,
you
but there's
feel
a
me?
chance.
You hear me, BJ? At the end of the day, y'all still gonna be watching us. We do got flaws. We got a lot of things. This hear me out, Masters. Hear me out.
Yeah, it is good, bro. Go ahead.
We got a lot of things we do gotta figure out. Tyronn Lue, this motherfucker, he has a lot of things that he need to get under control. He need to figure out. Like you said, I don't feel as though because I played basketball. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
will if we playing and the team playing soft, I would want my coach in the ear let us know, like, nigga, y'all soft as shit right now. Like, what y'all got going on? You feel me? But at the
Right.
end of the day,
He,
we got
he was soft as shit too when he blew the fucking locker room up, let Morris and PJ bully his ass. But yeah,
yeah, I mean, but like Thomas said, in the playoffs, certain
man,
players
we win the
tend to
fence. We took
tend,
home court
tend
advantage away. That's
certain
all we
players
supposed to do.
tend
We
to
ain't gotta go 2-0. We
tend
did
to
our job.
yeah, certain players tend to turn on that switch, and Kawhi Leonard is definitely one of them players. When he gets to the playoffs, he turns on that switch. So,
But
you know what
what
I'm saying?
about the
I
other
think
guys, though, bro? I mean, why are you relying on just Kawhi Leonard for? I mean, Kawhi can't beat 5 guys. I mean,
no,
that's
you're
why I
right.
said what
I'm
I
not
said.
relying on Kawhi
Oh,
Leonard, but
okay.
I'm saying he is going to show some type of leadership in the playoffs. That's
Can I
basically
ask you
what
a
I'm
question,
saying.
though, bro? Can it
What's up?
is it possible, or can you see a scenario where Kawhi plays out of his mind, he plays great, and you guys still lose because of PG and James and other guys?
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
all
I
right,
still
all
think
right,
it's a
Hell yeah, I
scenario
okay,
agree with
where
that.
cool.
But it won't be because of them. It'll be because Ty Lue plays fucking all offense and all guards. That'll be why.
I mean, I
Yeah,
do
that'll
agree.
be fine.
I told y'all a year ago what was going to happen, and it's falling in place exactly how I told you. And I'm not trying to say here, oh look at Thomas. I'm just saying I told y'all a year ago he loves too much offense. This is the same reason he was on the hot seat. Do y'all realize the year they won the championship, he was on the hot seat that year? He was getting fired that offseason if Golden State don't get hurt. He would never even been there next year, and LeBron then would have won the championship with another coach. It wouldn't even have been Ty Lue. He was on the fucking hot seat. And any honest LeBron Cavalier fan that can get his dick out their mouth can own up to that and admit exactly what the hell I'm saying. He was on the hot seat. They was pissed off because he played too much offense. This same shit. It played out the same way. And I told y'all, if he plays defense, we're gonna win. If he plays offense, that's the NBA's only hope. And I told Mass, and I tell everybody else, if he plays offense, I will be giving Mass his money because I ain't one of these bitch boys who gets me on the microphone, calls out a bet, and then goes on another channel and says, "Oh, I take the bet off." I ain't one of them bitch boys who do that. So I'll be here with the bread, but Matt's gonna have my bread too if Ty Lue
Of
plays the right
course,
people. So
absolutely.
it's gonna. That's the one thing I respect about man. He seems like he gonna stand up and pay if he lose.
Of
So
course
I'm
I
doing the
am, bro.
same fucking thing he gonna do. So, but
Now,
the other guys just make up a bunch of damn bullshit. Man says he don't trust James Harden. I can respect that. But to come up here and say you didn't watch Paul George play in 2021, but you watched the bubble, how you bypass 2021 and get to the bubble? So if you're gonna do that, then yeah, I'm gonna flame your ass, and it's probably gonna be some bad words said. But if you say I don't trust James Harden, then that's cool. All he had to be great the first 6 games to even get to one game. So, but I can respect what the hell he said because that's what he meant. He didn't come out here on no trolling bullshit ass nonsense. But like I said, we did the same shit last year, and the same stories were being told. Same shit. That's the reason that I had confidence. And I believe in playoff Kawhi because Kawhi plays 30 minutes right now, and he don't play the fourth because he gets blowed out in the fourth, right? But I do know this: in the playoffs, he's going to put his foot down. He's going to tell. Oh, he's going to override the coach again, like everybody else overrides the motherfucker. I got this man over here, and I'm going to change the game over here and on the other end. That's what I believe is going to happen. But at the end of the day,
I got to make one last point just before I go, Thomas, because I got to go.
I got to go a little bit too. I got to pause. So.
In the postseason, Tyronn Lue is going to have to show on his bench. He can't play all these guys. You guys, now we all agree. We all agree last night in the fourth quarter to start that fourth quarter. He had no business benching Paul George and Kawhi to start that fourth quarter. You're down by 5 points.
T-Man, Paul George or Kawhi didn't play, man. I know. Best defender. No. And to be honest with you, I'm not arguing that T-Man is not been playing great. Because I don't fucking blame him. I won't play great for the motherfucker either. When I lead the team in shooting and I'm locking up all the small guards and you hold me to 20 minutes, let everybody else play, I quit on your ass too. So I'm saying he made his own bed, man. He's got to lay this motherfucker now.
Also, too, not just defensively to start the fourth quarter last night, you can see the lack of floor spacing as well. They had no shooting out there. I mean, you can't compete with the Pacers, who play at a fast pace, who gets up quick shots, and you got James, PJ. I mean, it's just, let me ask this, man.
Can you be fair? Can you be fair and say that it wasn't worth winning all them fucking games to play James Harden 40 minutes? I know you don't trust whatever, but can you be a fair fan and say he played that motherfucker way too much all year long? Because you knew he was old before he even started doing this shit. Can you be fair enough to say that or not?
Well, yeah, James is playing too many minutes, and it seems like these last 15, 20 games.
Right. I just want to see if you would say that. That's why I got more respect for you than I had 6 months ago. Because BJ said this man will stand on his word and he'll play up the bit. I said, all right, that's cool. That's some respect. And then you come in here, and you won't come in here trolling. The more you come in here, you stay consistent with what the hell you got.
Okay, all right.
I'll give you that. I just wanted to see, was you gonna be fair to James Harden and say Ty Lue ran his ass in the ground? Because that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, he's playing 3 minutes, and his body. Listen, he's breaking down right now. I mean, he's carrying too much of a load.
I agree with him.
Facilitating,
but there's only one man to blame.
There's only one man to blame. That's the coach. But either way, that was a great speech.
Man, you're right though. You're right. It looks like shit. But my only thing I've ever said, and I predicted this. I said he's treating these players wrong. I stood up for Bones Hyland early in the year. I said that's bullshit. They publicly announced that shit. They embarrassed that kid. If I was Bones, I would never even got back on the floor for that motherfucker because he was. But because everybody wants the young guys to play, right? Well, when the young guy was out playing the veteran, you benched the fucking dude publicly. Why did you bench Bones Hyland when he was out playing power? Why? It made no fucking sense. So for the whole locker room to blow up on you, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but
PJ Bougie, Morris Bougie, you humiliate fucking Bones, you humiliate the fucking team, man. You got championship. BJ showed you got championship youth. I didn't even know that. That's a shout out to fucking BJ pulling that shit up. They won the fucking G League. That means our youth was better than all y'all's fucking youth, and Ty won't even use them or develop them. That is fucking trash as fuck.
But don't worry, I got the answer. I got the cure. Well, I got positive stuff. Like we all know we playing like trash. That doesn't take Einstein. But a couple of things we could change is I still got confidence. Our problem is really minor. It's about the money. That's all it is. You got 3 brothers mad they didn't get paid yet. That's going to cause a problem on a regular job. You're watching somebody who got promoted and you sit right there waiting for your turn, and every day go by, every week go by, every week. That season is almost up, right? So that is a major factor. I'm pretty sure that is the only problem. The main problem, they ain't got paid.
That's a great point, JM. It's just a matter of whose fault it is, though. Because the Harden and PJ are asking for too much to cripple the team. That's their fault.
I ain't the only one who said it. Paul Pierce said it today on Skip's show when they was like Skip was trying to figure out. Paul Pierce So it's like, you know what? It could be that 3 of them didn't get paid, and they watching the other dude who got paid, and over time, that's eating them up. That's what I said a couple of games ago. That is probably the problem. The other problem on offense, though, is when Kawhi get double team, when he get the ball into mid range, right in the middle, and he double team. Did you notice that nobody slashes to the court? I mean, to the board. Nobody cuts. Like when Draymond
That's
get
a
the
great point.
ball,
Me and BJ was
when
talking about that today. That's a good
yeah,
point.
when Draymond get the ball and Joker, when they get the ball in, they players are cutting, right? Kawhi get the ball,
Yeah.
everybody standing at the 3-point line. So that's definitely a problem, right? But that's some minor things that if Ty Lue, if he, if he's we soft or whatever.
Who's the 2 best players, JM, in your mind? Who's the 2 best players that's the best slashers on the team if Kawhi's getting double? Who would actually go to the rim? The 2 best players do that.
It actually is one who runs too fast to make a consistent layup, which is Russ, because he's fast as hell, and Norman Powell. Them the best slashers as far as the rotation that we are seeing right now. You put the young kids in, they'll slash. Boston slashes all the time. Like they're quick. But other than that, T-Man maybe, but it's really Norman and Russ. Like Paul and Hart, all of them just stand at the 3-point line. When he gets so by the time Kawhi has to actually find somebody, the clock running out, right? So you could correct that simply. Yo, when I get the ball and you see him coming, slash. Just don't stand there, because that allows the defenders to stand right in front of them, right? So that's an easy fix. The money problem, they're gonna have to work that out, or maybe tell them, hey, to check in the mail or something. But that is burning the team up right then. That right there will do the same thing, like I said, on the regular job. You watching, this man is definitely going into the stadium, and they don't know if they're going into the stadium. Yeah, that weighs on people. That's a normal human reaction. And like I already said about the pass and they don't cut. As far as the 3-point shot and all that, you cannot hit a three. You can't hit a jump shot 100% of the time. Even Steph Curry have off nights, right? So if we're going to be 6 and 15 sometime, then sometime we're going to be 20. You know what I'm saying? That's the law. That's the law of numbers. You're not going to hit them every time. Not even Steph could do that. So just slash.
But the problem is the age on the team, which goes to your point. You always said,
Not
JM,
really.
when you got guys that are old, you got to play the youth more throughout the season. Like for instance, let's put it this way: Denver, Minnesota, all these other teams, when they get 33 years old, they gonna stop all this fucking running too. That's what young regular season teams do. They run, especially in their prime when they're young. When they get old, they're going to have to make the same adjustments. They're not going to play hard every night. They're going to have to need youth to boost them along throughout the season. That's the Clippers' problem. They don't use no fucking youth to boost the motherfuckers. And now they all tired, and they're going to have to rest up and hang on and get to the playoffs. But the good thing about the playoffs is you don't play every night. You only play 2 games in 3 nights, and then you take a 2-game break. So, like, the playoffs are going to help the older players, older teams. So, but we don't use no fucking youth. That speaks to a lot of your problem right there. Because the youth will actually do that. They'll run, they'll gun, they'll slash, they try to dunk, they'll cut. That's what youth fucking does. But Mr. Rivers over here, he uses youth. And the reason, just like the Bucks. See, Giannis and them boys still, when Giannis and Dame and all them boys, when they all start hitting 33, 34, they finna stop all that fucking running too. They gonna need the youth to come in and boost them along through the regular season. It's all the same problem with all the same teams, like the Lakers, the Heat. They're old. The best players are old. You got to use the fucking youth. That's why I said Terrence Mann need to be starting. And hell, you could have threw in another player here or there sometimes if you wanted to let the older guys rest. But you got to play the youth all season so you don't see a wore out fucking James Harden who looks like he looks right now. This is all on the fucking coach. He ran him in the fucking ground, and And this is what you get. You made your bed, lay in the motherfucker. You got bullied by Morris. You got bullied by PJ Tucker. So don't call no fucking body soft when you ran the motherfuckers in the fucking ground and you got ran over your fucking self like a bitch. So don't worry about calling motherfuckers soft because y'all been playing ISO ball for the longest fucking time. What kind of coaching is that? That's probably why you get called out. So
yeah,
quick,
we don't run no plays. We don't run plays at all.
Yeah, you don't run no fucking plays. You run the ISO, and then you wonder what the fuck is going on. Okay, how about don't run James Harden in the ground, then you can run pick and roll. And then to speak to your point, Daniel, how about when you run the pick and roll and you feed Zubac the ball, how about having a fucking Terrence Mann and Westbrook in the corner? One can fucking shoot, the other one can catch the fucking lob, or Zubac shoots the floater, which is also, to your point, JM, guys moving and cut. How about that? Let James Harden rest. Westbrook is energetic. Start Westbrook right now. Rest James Harden as much as you can before the playoffs get here, so you can get back to the fucking offense that he was showing the world that he knows how to do when he wasn't tired. The dude is clearly fucking wore out. He's clearly fucking tired playing 35, 40 minutes all year. This shit is common sense. Start Westbrook. Change up the fucking lineup. Change up the fucking defense. And stop taking Terrence Mann out the fucking game, and maybe he'll play better for your bitch ass if you stop running over him. You treat a man like a grown man, he'll play better. You treat him like a bitch, he gonna play like a bitch. You're a whole fucking bitch, and you calling out the team. You got bullied by fucking 2 50-year-olds. Bullied your ass in the starting over the young guys who was out playing both of the motherfuckers. You dumbass. How about you stop being a bitch and the team will stop being a bitch? That's what you do. That's how you fix the fucking problem.
Just play the right lineups, man.
Hey, Tyler said Tyler Lue need to have a sit. Y'all, you going crazy.
Yeah, but I would hurt that motherfucker's feelings. And I told everybody all year, Monty, you was here, Taz was here, JM was here under a different name, but he was here. Y'all all heard me all year long. I said Ty is spitefully benching Terrence Mann because he got strong arm 2 fucking times. He got bullied twice. And he kept benching that man, and I knew that shit was gonna blow up in his fucking face. I said it, and then you mistreated Bones Highland. It's like, come on, man, like you mistreat every fucking body, and then you wonder why they playing soft. Cause of you, bitch. You the leader of the team. You the fucking coach, bitch. If you a bitch, they're a bitch. You got bullied by Marcus Morris and PJ. How you think everybody was fucking looking at you, dumbass? They were looking at you fucking sideways. Yeah, it's like you go out here, Monty Taz, Dale. Y'all go out here, you cheat on your fucking girl, and she catches you, and you come home. You think shit gonna be peaceful? Fuck no, it ain't gonna be peaceful. You violated. You violate the players as a coach, you get violation back on the fucking court. That's why Kawhi come out as a leader should and called your bitch ass out. We only win it off talent, coach.
Yeah,
he called your ass out.
Yeah, that's
what fucking leaders do. You know what else we gonna do? They walk in your fucking office after game 5 and say, hey, bitch, you can't guard Luka. Your defensive scheme can't guard Luka. Nothing you doing can guard Luka. Motherfucker, I'm guarding Luka. That's what a fucking leader does. And you're going to see that shit in the playoffs. It's just a matter of fucking time. We looked like trash last year. And I believe I've seen it out of Kawhi every fucking year in his career, except the fucking bubble in game 7. That's only one fucking game he ain't bowed his fucking neck and stood up. When the back was against the wall and the team was looking bad, that bitch said, I got this, coach. Let me run the defense. I guard who I want to fucking guard. And that's why I got confidence. Now, if he don't do that this year, then he needs to be called out, and I'll call him out. You should have went over there and guarded the best fucking player. And if the other team beats you with game plan B and C, if they have to drop back and punt and beat you with B and C, then you worry about everybody else. But until you do the right thing, until you start with A, you don't go to fucking D, E, F, and G, bitch. You handle A, B, C, then we'll worry about all the other shit. We're not just finna start jumping over there because you ain't handling it. Yeah, it's just like a man. You handle your home. You feed your kids. You feed your wife. You make sure the house is good. You make sure the family's never fucking broke. You make sure the cars run good. You make sure the grass is cut. You take care of home. Home take care of you, bitch. Unless you marry a fucking stripper or a hoe or something, then that's on you. But you take care of home, ABC, then you fucking worry about the rest of the shit. But until you do that, there's nothing to talk about but the coach. Period. Point blank, period. It's that simple.
All righty. Mr. I think it's your turn. The Clippers jersey guy.
Bro, this is what I don't understand though, because literally Mass was talking about how teams need to go into the playoffs on a good note, and I agree that that's probably the best bet for every team in the NBA. But we literally saw last year that the Denver Nuggets were in shambles at the end of the year. They didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen.
Damn, that's a good ass point. Facts.
Like,
see, that's why I like some of y'all. Y'all come out here and keep the shit honest on both sides of the fucking fence. We don't come out here playing this fucking garbage ass dog bullshit. The Celtics are blowing fucking leads, getting humiliated all the fucking time. But come playoff time, bitch, they gonna be a fucking problem. It's gonna be a problem. But because when you deal with Tatum and Brown in the playoffs, there's a tall 8-9 foot motherfucker over there in the corner that you ain't gonna be able to fucking guard. And if you do go guard him, it means you took your center out there to guard him. And if you do that, your paint becomes weak, and it's gonna become a fucking problem. It's gonna become a fucking problem. But that's a good point, Tad. Go ahead. I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about it. Denver was fucking sucking ass last year before the playoffs.
Hell
Fuck
yeah,
out of here.
man. And that's why I hate when motherfuckers like try to come in on a whole season. This is why I was trying to tell y'all the last time that I was on. Like, this team is just in a slump right now. Like, we just played well for a whole 3-month stretch. A whole fucking 3-month stretch. And now we towards the end of the year. And we starting to, come back down a little bit. And you need that out of a team. Ain't nothing like winning more than knowing how you lose.
Taz, when we was 25-6, beating every motherfucker in the league. What did they say?
Hold on. Let them go. Let's go. Cuz. Let them go.
hey, the motherfucker asked about me yesterday. Guess what, motherfucker? I was a little busy, but I'm bringing that fucking thunder today. Go ahead, Tad. My bad.
He here. No, we hear you, dog. But
motherfucker,
I'm just saying, bro, because like people don't realize in life itself, you're gonna have ups and downs. Even before you get your greatest win, where the hell you gonna be at? You're gonna be down in the dumps sometimes. You feel me? Just like Denver last year, they went into the playoffs. I think they had damn near a negative record for the last 10 games of the season. But we don't talk about that often. But when in actuality, they was just in the slump, still trying to figure shit out before the playoffs. You feel me? Like that's why I don't get why motherfuckers like to bring up specifics. Like, you can't win if you are doing this bad this late in the year. When we just saw last year that Denver is the champions of the fucking NBA. Like that don't make sense. And like, to Thomas' point, he pointed out last year in the first round, we went into Phoenix and won game 1. You can't just brush past that shit. That's nothing to just brush past and say, look what happened to game 2. Exactly. Exactly, bro. You can't just brush past that because Kawhi was literally playing with him and Westbrook as the 2 main guys. Everybody in the league thought that was not going to work out. Game 1 happened. Boom, what happened? He won. That's all you need is a win in the series. I don't care if you lose the next 2. You still got that fucking win. So repeat what the hell you did. The only reason that we saying right now that we lost is because Kawhi Leonard got hurt. If he didn't get hurt, we wouldn't have known shit about that series. Everybody expected for the Phoenix Suns to blow out the Clippers. Man. Exactly. We was all expecting them to basically blow us out, but Kawhi came in and had a different story. If he would have stayed healthy, as us all on this panel know, that probably would have been a very different outcome. It probably would have went to game 7, but it probably would have been a very different outcome. You know what I'm saying?
We was 25-6, Taz. When we was 25-6, why do we have to wait? No, that don't mean nothing. Let's wait. That don't mean nothing. We gotta wait to the playoffs. Now we losing games. Now the playoffs don't mean nothing. Now it means something. So which one is?
Exactly my point, bro. Like I don't get that, and that's why I'm saying, like, I don't care if we drop to the 6th seed. Like, if we drop to the 6th seed, that's just the easier route for us, in my opinion. And we're gonna have to show the world if we drop to the 6th seed while we picked up Paul George instead of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Damn, that boy name hard as fuck to pronounce. But like, literally,
stick to the first word.
Yeah, you're right. SGA. That's probably what I should have just said. But anyways, like, if we drop down to that 6th seed, I have even more confidence than this 5th seed. Honestly, this is just my opinion. Y'all can agree, y'all cannot agree. I don't care. But if we go into the playoffs as a 6 seed, we're most likely we will have Minnesota. Yeah, we're gonna have Minnesota as our first round. That's an easy route if we can play our ball. Like, because we know that Karl Anthony Towns is gonna be hurt. He's not coming back. So what does that mean? We need to get them out in 4 to 5 games. That way we can have more time to rest. Then you most likely gonna have to see an OKC as the number 1 seed. Like that is another young team that we can exploit in the playoffs. They do a lot of running, but guess what? In the playoffs, a whole lot of shit slows down. And I don't understand what Matt said was that we're a jump shot team. Like, you need jump shooting in the playoffs in order to win. Every single team that we've seen needed a jump shooter to win the championship. You got Kobe Bean Bryant, you got Michael Jordan, you got Jamal Murray, you got Kawhi Leonard, you got Kyrie Irving, you got all kinds of people that made jump shots because it's needed in the playoffs, because you're not going to have easy shots. So if you have a team that know how to make jump shots, that's a plus for you in the playoffs, especially if they can play inside of that arc. So I get Mass's stance, but I just don't understand how he could be so exact with everything when nothing about the NBA is exact. And that's why
Taz, I don't want to cut you off, Taz. I was thinking about that last night after the game, about going, getting that 6 seed. My only problem with that is you're playing it close, because see, you don't know. We'll fuck around and get caught up in that play-in, and you really don't want to play like that, and like I say, people don't understand that play-in really saving a lot of teams, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's saving a lot of fucking teams.
It finna expose 2 of them.
But
Somebody
I mean, like you say,
break their team up after they get blown out the play-in.
because Minnesota, they not gonna have Cat that first round. I don't think so. But y'all worry about us in the playoffs, man? Because or is this more so other people just coming at the Clippers?
I think that's probably what it is. I think it's mostly other people just coming in. Yeah, because
But they're not saying the same shit last year while we suck, man.
Hey, look at all the people.
Think about what y'all saying, man. We sucked last year, man.
Look at all the people.
We sucked last year, man. Ain't nobody worried about what they talking about.
They the ones worried. It's not us. It ain't. I'm not worried. I don't know.
I'm not worried.
Everybody coming in, man. It's these haters that are worried. We not
I
worried.
mean, I get why Mass come in, because like you say, man, when you got money, hell yeah, I want your team to lose. So I get him coming in talking this shit. That's just, hey, I got a bet with somebody that's pulling for this team. So of course I'm gonna come in and try to convince and talk my shit on why y'all gonna choke, why y'all gonna lose. I got money on the line.
Yep.
So I can understand that.
But she is a Rockets fan.
But no, that's not. Mass don't care about no Rockets. Mass don't care about no Rockets like that. My whole thing is, we went through this shit when we got Harden. Now we're going through it again.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, hey man, just don't fall into the play-in. Just don't fall into the play-in. And like I said, Taz, that did cross my mind. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, I looked at the standing and I'm like, well, hey, Mass, I'm on record saying, not Mass, Taz, I'm on record saying, I don't give a fuck if we got the easiest route. I don't care. See, that ain't gonna bother me one bit. Motherfucker, throw that back in our face if we do win the championship. Or we play an injured team. I don't give a fuck. My only thing is, we fuck around and get caught up in that play. So.
Yeah, I feel you. And like coming out of the All-Star break, that was my one thing with this team. Because I know like I literally knew at the All-Star break this team was finna go down a little slump because we've been riding too high for too long. It's only logical that if you're up high, where's the only place you can go? Down. And when you're down low, where's the only place you can go? Back up. You feel me? So I knew this team was gonna be in a slump coming on after that All-Star break. The only thing with me was I just didn't want the team to lose 2 games in a row. So they disappointed me in that section because we just lost these 2 games in a row. You know, so that it don't change my perspective a whole lot, but it just disappointed me in a sense of where we should be at this point. Because I was expecting to lose more than probably about 10 games after the All-Star break. I mean, it was a given. Just because we have the old roster, we got Ty Lue that don't know how to put in the right matchups during the regular season. During the playoffs, I'll give him a pass on that. But during the regular season, he's a shitty coach during the regular season. So it was inevitable that we was gonna lose. So I don't get what this big fuss is by all these other fans, especially Rockets fans, out of everybody, that this team is losing right now.
Man's got a motive, bro. James Harden didn't get Houston the ring, so he mad about that. He don't want that motherfucker to get no fucking ring outside of Houston. He ain't never gonna want that. That's all that shit is, man.
Hey, like I say, man, it's you can say, man, we losing the exact same way every fucking game, and man, you got to ride it out, man. Ride it out. Just ride it out, man. Ain't no point getting mad about it. I mean, if you invested that much, getting mad about the shit, you know, but man, just ride it out, man.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, BJ, I got to park, man. I got to hop off here and find a place to park. I'll be back. I'll be back by 30.
But BJ, you said we're gonna fuck around and lose this game. You know, you said the shit last stream. We was gonna fuck around and lose this game, man. You know, but I don't know. It don't bother me as much no more, BJ. Maybe I'm just waiting for the playoffs at this point.
We just got to finish strong, man. Win these games and then get ready for the playoffs, man. Niggas gonna be all right, man. I don't want to overreact. You feel me?
Whoa, what's good, Bruce?
Oh, that's who I've been waiting for.
Big Bruce. Brucey.
What's up, guys? I hope you guys are good.
What's going on, bro?
I'm
Keep it real. We know you got something for us. What's up?
Man, I heard the beginning of the podcast, but I went to the store. I was trying to get some gummy bears. I'm sorry, some clippers. Man.
They playing real sweet right now, huh?
Man. You see?
Yeah.
So Ty Lue is calling the team soft. I wonder who's cooking, who's the coach, right?
Right.
So talking about identity, everything that we were talking about, Ty Lue trying to say that in the press conference. It's now that he sees that the team is soft. Whose fault is it? He didn't see that the team was gonna be soft. He couldn't do anything. Man, the team has the identity of the coach. Because the coach is soft, the team is gonna be soft. I mean, that's all you've been clapping all season. Now you want to not clap your hands anymore? You've been clapping all season on the sideline. Now he wants to coach. The Clippers are keep messing around and they're gonna lose in the first round. They keep messing around and they're gonna lose in the first round. They want to play at the Pelicans on game 1. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. So I mean, I have no lot to say, man. I'm just waiting. I'm holding it in. I'm holding it in to see what happens in the playoff.
I'm glad you said that because niggas been calling me out all on YouTube about, you know, I'm changing up, you know, I'm being soft. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm just waiting. I'm holding it in. Yeah. I'm holding it in. That's what I'm doing. You know.
I mean, there's no reason for me to go off right now because I want the Clippers to succeed. So I'm not gonna go off right now. It's not when they are in adversity. That's when I'm gonna be like, oh my God, whatever. And then if they start winning again, I'm gonna be like, yeah, yeah. No, I'm just gonna wait. And if fail, the first thing they need to do is fire Tyler. That's just
I
me.
agree. I agree.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't agree with Tyloo, calling this team soft, bro. Because if you're gonna be calling anybody soft, you are the head coach. You're not the assistant. You're not on the floor. You the one that's organizing everything that's going on. So maybe your coaching is soft, dog. Like I understand if your team is playing soft in the moment and you trying to rally them for the second half type shit, but you gonna come in after the game, even after all the shit that's been said already. But it just shows weakness to me. I don't know why everybody think it's fine for that shit to happen, but that just shows weakness, and that shit
But
right there
Taz,
can lose the
you
locker
don't
room.
think they do play soft during the moment at times?
Yeah, hell yeah, and that's why I say
Because
in the moment you can
you
call
know
them
what's
soft.
so crazy? When we down, BJ, what was that one year where we was coming back? Well, even when we was down that one year, you always felt like we was gonna come back and win that game.
That was the year Kawhi was hurt the whole year, and PG missed.
Was in and out, right? That's when PG was
Yeah,
in
he
and
was in
out,
and out.
right? Okay. With this team, you don't feel that way. You feel when we down, it's over.
Yeah, that's right.
When we up, it's
Exactly
over.
right.
So, I don't know about when you're down. When you're up, it's over.
But BJ, why is that? You got better talent on the team, right? Than that year Kawhi was out. But why did we feel like, man, we can come back and win this damn game?
They had a
Whereas
reason.
now you don't even feel like that shit.
They had a
Because we
reason
had
to
the
play.
edge on that team.
They had a reason to play hard. You guys remember those are role players.
Yeah,
those are role players. Those weren't stars and Kawhi, PG, and James, and them guys are their legacies in the postseason. They showed you what they could do. They dominated the whole league. Went 26-5, had the best defense in the league, had a top 5. They proved they can dominate. Okay, now they looking at our coach is like, yo, we playing how we went off of our talent. You remember that scene in Coach? Y'all seen Coach Carter, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Remember at that scene where Junior with the headband, their Coach Carter was talking to all of them, and Junior got mad. He threw the ball on the floor like he slammed it, and he said, "We won those games, not you."
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I feel. Some of them guys feel like we won those games. You need to. It's time for you to coach.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. They feel like, yo, we won those games.
Calling the team soft was a bad decision.
I feel like if you want to use movie scenes, I feel like off Juice when Tupac was looking out the window and he was like, "We ain't shit." That's how I feel at times. Because it's like, man, well, what the hell's going on, man? Because it's like, you know what, BJ? We losing the same way every game. Like, it's the same. And you know what? When PG was coming out being aggressive, I was thinking like, okay, is he going like this because this is his old team? You see what I'm saying? Because like you said, BJ, if we see Phoenix the first round, we gonna get that dog PG off the rip. I don't think PG gonna be playing. I think PG goes, all right, let's get our revenge on y'all now.
But hey, Riddis, Pacers is the team that won it.
Say it again.
Pacers won it. Pacers is the team who wants them. They the ones who offering them more money. Is the Pacers. So he could have been auditioning.
PG.
He's not going to the Pacers.
Man,
They
PG ain't
won't.
going nowhere.
I just said they offered him more money. That's all.
Oh, okay. What'd you say, BJ?
That's it.
He's gonna be a dog if you give him the ball. You got to give him the ball. You can't have him out the offense. He's gonna get bored. I mean, like I said, he's been on a roll over the last 11 games. Like he's been, you know, he's been on a roll. You gotta give him. If you give him the ball, he's gonna be who he is.
The team has no offense. It's basically talent winning. When the Clippers were having that nice stretch, I think it was because of talent. Okay, because the other teams couldn't figure out the Clippers. Now they see the film. Okay, they know what you're gonna do. What's now? It's time for the coach to coach.
Exactly.
People want me to say it's not Tyler. It's not Tyler. It's the players. Are we serious? Are we watching the same thing?
Nah,
I'm
that's
so
what the
sick
haters
of
say. Wait,
like literally. My bad. I'm so sick of seeing 15-second pick and rolls, bro. I'm so sick of seeing that shit, dog. Like, what in the hell? How does a pick and roll literally take 15 seconds off the clock, dog? It shit don't make no sense. And as a coach, and you sitting here telling us in the interviews that the team needs to get out faster, get into their sets faster. What are you doing in practice to actually help them do that? Because it's not showing on the court in the game time. And it's mind-boggling to me, dog. Like, we literally have the same 3 or 4 plays every game, and we run them over and over like this 1960 football.
Over.
God, like man, I don't like y'all energy, man. I don't like y'all energy.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not worried, but if we go into the playoffs running 15-second pick and rolls every game, man, no, that is definitely gonna be our Achilles heel if we keep on doing that shit.
That's
all
the
I gotta
definition
say.
of insanity, doing the same thing over and over
and over. The trash.
We're gonna be good, man. We're gonna be good, man. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good, man. We're gonna be good.
This is therapy. This is therapy for me.
No. I feel you. I feel you on that. That like I said, that's why I've been laying low. You know, like
Yeah, man.
We're gonna be good though, man. We're gonna be good.
I mean, and I do believe that deep down in my heart, and I understand what everybody else saying too. But at the same time, man, like we gotta see some kind of fire, like y'all say, coming from Ty Lue.
I get it.
When the last time dude got a technical?
I get it that we live in the moment, people. You know, so you want to see the good things right now. So.
And BJ, to that point, the last time he got thrown out, and I think that was probably the first time in his career he got thrown out.
Yeah, I feel like we need him to get thrown out again.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shit.
I need to see him. I need to see Coach Craig coach another game.
Yeah, I mean, hey, let's get Ty Lue fired up enough to pull a Draymond Green, bro. Get him out here for like the next 3 weeks, dog. I love to see some shit like that.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and take care of it. We're gonna go ahead and take care of business tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow evening. We're gonna get going, man. We're gonna get going.
Memphis is not easy to beat.
No, man, we got Philly.
Philly play Philly.
Yeah, we gotta go back to Philly.
Yeah, we gonna get it going, man.
I could see a loss right there. So, yeah.
Nah, we gonna get it going.
Nick Nurse got them boys ready, but yeah, I think we'll win. I think
I mean,
we gonna get it going.
Nick Nurse might do the Iverson to Ty Lue again. So,
Well, you know, Nick definitely know how to coach Kawhi and Paul. That's where they both came from. Was Nick, so he definitely know how to defend them. He definitely know their secrets. As a matter of fact, Pasquale, all of them played on the winning team. Pasquale
Right.
did too, matter of fact. Yep.
Yeah, that boy hit the ground so many damn times last night. I'm like, damn. But no, man, we gonna be good, man. We gonna be good,
Hey,
man.
I
If we get put out the first round, man, that I ain't even thinking that shit because I see that's going around a lot now. We gonna get put out the first round.
If the Clippers lose their first one, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be
hey,
fucking crazy.
hey, am I tripping though, y'all? I got a quick question. Am I tripping? So we saw at the beginning of the year how PG was basically grilling Doc Rivers on wanting him to become a JJ Redick type player. But didn't Ty Lue, as soon as we got James Harden, put Paul George back in that JJ
I
Redick
told
catch and shoot role?
I said it.
Yeah.
I said it,
Yeah, he
man.
did.
He took him.
Yeah,
He
he
took
did.
away. He took away from PG's. When Harden before Harden got here, he was grilling because he had the ball in his hands. But then you bring Harden on the team. Who was the first person to struggle the most? It was PG because you taking away what he does great, and you giving all the responsibility to Harden. You're giving everything.
Okay. I'm just glad I'm not tripping because now that makes sense to why Paul George don't want to sign an extension and want to hold off a little bit longer. Because if you tell a coach this is not what you want to do, and he shows you that he's gonna give you the ball, he's gonna let you work. But as soon as y'all bring in another player, he puts you back in the role of the same thing that you said you didn't want to do.
There we go, Taz.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's seeing this shit, man. Because Paul George, as good as he is, especially at shooting threes, it's clear he's not a catch and shoot guy. He can be, but that ain't gonna be his main contribution to a goddamn team, man. And like looking at Paul George, especially when he has been coming out aggressive lately, you can tell he wants the ball. Like he is fiending for the ball, dog. Why don't we just take James Harden and Westbrook and, like Sean said, put them on the bench for a little bit? Put both of them on the bench, not bringing Westbrook in. No, fuck that. Put both of them on the bench. Hell, I don't care if you bring in a Bones or Norman Powell. I don't care who you bring in. Just put both of those guys on the bench, the two oldest stars. Put them on the bench for the next 3 games and let the boys work a little bit. I would like to see that, but I know it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Do you think James Harden will be a professional?
I mean, I don't give a fuck what he want to be. That's why Ty Lue is the coach.
I mean, Westbrook was a professional. Even though I'm not a big fan of him, but he's been a professional. I don't think James Harden will be one.
I mean, I can agree. We've seen it too many times. I can agree. But that's why I say Ty Lue should call himself soft first before he calls anybody else soft, bro. Because it's a lot of shit that is going wrong and is not all the way on the players. First of all, it starts off in the film room. It starts off at conditioning, and it starts off when you first put up your first shots and play defense in practice. That's where the fuck it starts off at. So if you calling somebody soft, I'm gonna need you to pick up your slack. That's all I'm saying.
Ty Lue doesn't want to coach, man. He just wants a paycheck.
That's becoming clearer and clearer.
And it's been years. I said when I came in, and I said that 2 years ago, Ty Lue needs to be fired. A lot of people say, "I'm crazy, bro. You're crazy." Yeah. Nah. 2 seasons later. It is see.
I think they just look at him like, he's here, but they don't have the same fight they have for him. You could see previously they don't have the same fight for him.
Right. And
right.
Shit. And BJ, I was listening to the podcast, I think it was like 2 days ago, where y'all asked the question, who should be the coach next? My option would have been Chauncey Billups as the head coach. That would have been my option. That would have gave the players a lot more camaraderie because I can already tell, especially with what he doing over there in Portland. I know they got a losing record. They have to play in, but that man is coaching the shit out them boys over there. Like
Yeah.
they literally in almost every game they play, they don't get blown out as much, and that's coming from a young team with a new coach. Give Chauncey Billups a veteran team and see what the fuck he'll do with them.
Man, Chauncey's a leader. He's a leader of men. You can just tell
Exactly.
his aura. He's just a leader.
Yeah.
They will respond, and he will call people out, but he'll do it in a way where he makes you understand what you're doing wrong, but you feel like it's genuine. You feel like it's a
Right.
real. You really try to get the best out this guy.
Yeah.
You know? So
He was good for the Nuggets too. He played with Iverson. Chauncey used to play with the Nuggets back in the day.
yeah, championship with the Pistons. Championship with the Pistons.
Yep.
He's legit, man.
He-
Chauncey's legit.
Yeah, he legit. And they got one of our centers. He using our center who never got the time of day. Moses Brown.
Moses Brown. Yep.
Yep. He came from us.
Shit. Man. Well, we're gonna see, man. Anybody have some last minute thoughts before we end the show?
Go Clip gang.
Clip gang. Clip gang.
Go
We're in
Clip.
trouble.
Respect it.
That's my last
Yeah.
thought.
What'd you say, bro?
We're in trouble.
We are in deep doo-doo. That's all I'm saying.
Man, you went over there on her and shit, and man, now you changing, huh?
What? No, man.
I'm
I've been saying this for what?
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm messing with you. Nah, man. We gonna be good, man. We gonna be good. We gonna be good, man. We gonna be good. I know it don't look good and pretty now, man, but
we don't want denials. So, all right. I mean, I don't see any change. You lost against Philly, and you do the same thing again. You have your best players not playing at the same time. I have never seen this like this.
It's like they on strike. It's like, yo, until you pay us, we not even gonna play hard. That's what sometimes it look like. Not Kawhi, but Russ. Russ don't care about the money. He gonna play regardless. Kawhi gonna play regardless. Well, he got paid, so yeah, Ty Lue and them, they get paid. Yeah, so they said, man, until you do right by me, you ain't never gonna win. Some Oprah shit.
Ty Lue's trying to be Phil Jackson, but he's not getting the result.
Yeah, until you do right by me, shit.
who we play out the Philly?
Let me see. Let me see right now.
I know the Nuggets coming up soon.
We got them next week. We got
We got Philly, Orlando, Charlotte, and Sacramento on the 4-game road trip.
Orlando gonna be and like you said, BJ. But see, like you said, BJ, these teams we playing, they trying to make it in the play-in out east.
Yep.
So they giving us their best shot. But we gonna be good, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can stamp that. Y'all can stamp that, man. We gonna be good.
And in the words of Kendrick Lamar, we gonna be all right, man.
Yeah, man.
We'll be all right. We gonna be all right.
In the words of J. Cole.
Dang,
Hey,
Bruce,
man, before you go, BJ, because I know you're a West Coast guy. Who you riding with, man?
Cole,
You
man.
K-Dot, man, or you riding with Drake and J. Cole?
Fuck Drake.
Oh, I gotta ride with K-Dot. I love
All
that.
right, man. I'm a big Cole fan, but I fuck with K-Dot and J. Cole evenly, but
They both rap for the people, so it's all
right,
good.
yeah. But yeah, I'm standing with K-Dot on this one, man.
Yeah.
Y'all
These
tripping,
guys
man.
are
Y'all
talking
tripping, dog.
with each other, and then you guys are falling for this. Come on. Man.
What'd you say? Say it again.
I said they're talking at home on the phone. Like, hey, let's have a
Boy, y'all tweaking, man. Y'all think K-Dot gonna eat up J. Cole like that, bro?
No, I ain't saying that, man. You know what, Taz? I don't even really think it's a J. Cole. I don't think K-Dot really got problems like that with J. Cole. I think it's more of a Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with Drake that much.
I could see J. Cole hopping on the phone with K-Dot, and letting him know what's up.
Mm.
Yeah.
They the same
I can
person.
see. What'd you say?
They the same person.
Right. Yeah. So I don't really think it's some beef with them. I think that's more so towards Drake.
Yeah, I'm gonna need K-Dot to go ahead and end Drake's career though. You need to hurry up and do that shit.
Can't do that, man. You ain't gonna never do that. That ain't gonna happen, man. That's not gonna. They already, it's kind of like a LeBron shit. What more can he do?
Man, but Drake,
you ain't gonna kill Drake's career, man. But all right, though, fellas, man. Like I said, man, we got this tomorrow, man.
Let's get this
Yeah,
win.
see y'all tomorrow. Definitely. Let's win.
All right, man.
already know it. Deuces,
Ready
y'all.
for the Clippers. Ready for the Clippers.
BJ, you got to talk to him, man. You got to talk to him, man.
I'm messing around with you. Sorry.
All right, Bruce. All right, Taz.
All right, dog.
All right, y'all be easy. Y'all be easy, man. So, man, appreciate y'all coming in, man. Definitely all the people that came into the chat, man, and to the panel. Definitely respect to y'all, man. We're going to be good. We're going to be all right. We're going to get out the slump. Clipper Nation, we are going to begin the last laugh. And, yeah, I will see you guys, if not tomorrow, definitely on Thursday. All right, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, put a live. Peace. Out of here like swim wap.
Yeah. I'm feeling good, feeling alright tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Yeah, living right. I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right, I feel good now. These summer nights, summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Them summer nights, keep the top on drop. All the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home. I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan. Ooh, baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride, with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. My homeboys throwing the backyard boogies, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax, and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them. And it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To
to have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup, party until the sun comes up, but we give up.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights.
Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the